Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Good to have you stop by. It's time for what I expect will be the end of Homebody. I don't honestly know because, of course, I've never played the game before, but it seems like we're kind of winding up the main mission here, so to speak, you know. As kind of a refresher, we are a girl named Emily who has a tradition of going to see the Perseids with her friends, and thinks she's doing that, but in fact it seems like she is trapped in a house that maybe in some fashions a representation of her own mind. Because when she dies, she just comes back, and her friends all seem to be fake, and the house can extend brain matter out of the doors, and yeah, things are a problem in there. It all seems to have something to do with the fact that she has developed anxiety and OCD, as far as I can tell. But of course, I don't really know yet because we haven't finished it yet. As far as we can tell, we're in a house that was made by a guy named Parker, and there's a thing called the accumulator, and we need to power it on in order to escape the thing. So that's what we're trying to do. And I got 2/3 of the way there last time, so I'm hoping we'll get 3/3 of the way this time. And, well, we'll see what happens at that point. If the game's over, then great. And if the game's not over, well, we'll see what is required of me next. Once again, we are home. It's true. It's true. There is no leaving the home. The home is here forever. The home is eternal. The home is inside you. If only it would stop murdering you, that would be pretty cool. And by you, I mean me. Anyway, shall we get to it? I don't see why not. Let me just pop us over here. Bam. And let me give you some sound so you can hear this disconcerting howl. There it is. How you doing, disconcerting howl? I love the brain fields. The brain field was neat. That was... It also was a very good place to leave it off after the first session, so I was glad it worked out like that, but it was neat. I mean, I expected, kind of, that given how quickly the puzzle for the front door came up, that it wasn't exactly going to lead me to finish the game, but it was a good payoff. I liked it. In any case, let's see here. So we're looking for the second generator is what we're doing, but I figure since we probably, as far as I know, right, like I went into the place where the third generator appears to be, and it seemed to be flooded with electricity arcing across the water, so I'm guessing we're not going to be able to get down there and actually look around until the power outage happens. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll put up the lightning rod and activate the first generator, and then hopefully by that time the power outage will happen and we can go poke around in the basement and see if we can figure out what else is required of me. Would you say the home is stuck? I don't know if I'd go that far, but, well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Yeah. I couldn't even really tell you what Homestuck was about at this point. Like, even when I was actively reading it and it was coming out, I don't think I could have told you what Homestuck was about. In any case, let's get down to it. Continue. I cannot recall if it's going to do an intro scene or if it's just going to dump me at 7 a.m. and see what happens, but I guess we'll find out together. Given that we're getting this loading screen, I suspect it's going to be the latter. Oh! Well, Emily, looks like it's your lucky day. Is it? I don't seem to have a face indicating it looks like my lucky day. What's going on? Huh? We're here. The roadhouse burned down? Also, that hot dog says bastard. I think I'd seen that in a previous cutscene, and I wasn't sure if it was a hot dog that says bastard, but it is, in fact, a hot dog that says bastard. All right, so the roadhouse burned down. Guess so. Welcome back to town, Emily. That was a door that was standing up until a second ago, yes? Also, where did you come from, Megan? How did you get here? I wasn't expecting felony arson on this trip, and I refused to become an accessory after the fact. Fair? Don't worry, I left a note saying you did it. Thank you, Gary. What happened here? According to my phone, it burned down almost a year ago. Then why was that door still standing up until a second ago? The website said it was open. Oh, it's open, all right. Open air. I'm going to go climb on the hot dog. You do that, Gary. Me too. Do not get on the hot dog. Oh, let him get on the hot dog. It's fine. Guys, I'm serious. Don't be idiots. They're gonna. I can't believe I dragged this all the way out here for this. Wait, is this the incident where Francine's gonna get a concussion? Is this last year's Perseids trip? Pete is here apparently, although I do not see him. Pete? Pete. as usual, speaking in ellipses and staring at the camera, and apparently everybody else can understand him just fine, I'm guessing. That's what happened last time, yeah? Pete, you knew? He did, apparently. Why didn't you tell us? He communicates purely through ominous presence. Great. Thanks, Pete. God, somebody's going to get hurt climbing on that hot dog. I just know it. Come on, Francine. They're adults. What's the worst that can happen? Death. Probably death is the worst that could happen. Emily, you should know that by now. Wait. Why does the hot dog have bastard written on it? I was wondering that too. I don't know. I'm a bastard! You're not a bastard, Gary. Get off the hot dog. Not like anybody ever listens to me. Why should they start now? I think you just gotta let go of what you can't control, Francine. A good policy. Can be a dangerous policy, but generally speaking, a good policy. I think you liked me better when I was beneath you. What does... Huh? 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 What does she mean by that? Did you hear all that, Megan? What did I mess up there? Well, Francine loves a plan. I know you and I don't care, but she does. I know, I just don't want her to be stressed out about it. I get that, but still, maybe not the first thing I would have said to my best friend who I haven't seen in a year. I mean, okay, but like, hell, I guess I really whiffed that one. Nah, things are just changing around here faster than we can keep up with. I mean, if you see each other once a year, no matter how close you were at one point, things are going to change and it's going to be jarring. I feel like it's my fault. Things don't feel the same around here anymore. You know about the time loop? Nest and the thing with the knife? Okay. So, again, a refresher. Typically speaking, if I try to talk to my friends about the time loop and the fact that we keep getting murdered while we're in the house, my words change and I say something else. But they did an interesting thing in one of the cutscenes towards the end of last session where the same thing was happening, not because of the house as far as I could tell, but because of Emily's anxiety disorder. So I'm inclined to try and ask about the time loop and see what happens, because I have no idea what exactly we're dealing with right now. If this is a memory or if this is another scene in between. Given that I know about the time loop, I'm guessing it's that one. Yeah, I didn't figure that was going to work. It's not like it's a bad thing, necessarily. The first time we did this, we didn't need to plan shit. It just happened. The only reason we ended up here was because we thought the giant hot dog was some kind of tourist trap. Indeed. Which it was. Decades before it became a gnarly karaoke joint. And when they kicked us out at 2 a.m., us drunk idiots saw stars streaking across the sky. Amazing! And that thus became the tradition, huh? It was pretty magical. Yeah, even Cliff was being just, like, really earnest and positive. For karaoke, he sang that song Sandy, and he did a big swaggering Springsteen impression. Nice. Then, like, 20 minutes later, when it's his turn again, he gets up and does Sandy again, only this time without the impression. How obnoxious. Isn't that song like 8 minutes long? Sure, but there was something kind of tragically sweet about it. He seemed so earnest the second time. There were tears in his eyes. I mean, he was drunk, presumably. Even if it was bullshit that he saw himself in the song, it still kind of humanized him for me. Huh. I think I went and hid in the bathroom until it was over. Yikes. A bar bathroom? Was that trade worth it? The Roadhouse bathroom was particularly nasty, too. I wonder if it's better as a burned-out husk. I wonder if I'm better as a burned-out husk. Dark? Now, everyone's happy you're here. It's pretty touching that you'd come all the way out here just to see us. Actually, I'm in town for a funeral. My grandma died. Okay, yes, I think this is the previous year. I feel like that was the thing that came up. Her grandma dying, and that was why she was in town. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, really, it's okay. I don't really feel anything about it. Well, except that I'm a monster for not feeling anything about it. Understandable. Someone guilting themselves for a feeling has not once ever in human history gotten rid of the feeling. That is also true, Megan. Yeah, so I guess I'm stuck with it. I'm just relieved she's not suffering anymore. Understandable. Watching her regress to the point that she thought all of us were dead people coming to get her was pretty devastating for my mom. Yes, that would be. Ugh. That can happen? Yeah, it's pretty par for the course with Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is awful. Going back to an earlier time in their brain, singing songs from their childhood. There's also a delusion you can have where you think everyone in your life has been replaced with imposters. Crapgrass disorder or something. I've never heard that, but I've heard of the disorder. Yeah. It's terrifying. Well, that's horrible. Yep. Say, do you have any use for some melted plastic cutlery? That's very specific. Check it out. It's like a rat king of forks and the little plastic swords they used to... Wait a second. Hi, Parker. Hold that thought, Parker. So, I guess that solves the question of whether or not this is one of our hallucinatory scenes in between deaths. Presumably, yes, because that guy's here. Anyway, check it out. It's like a rat king of forks and the little plastic swords they stick cherries with. That's a very good description. What a find. I gotta get a picture. Tori's gonna love this. What are you doing in our memories, Parker? You don't belong here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we can see him. What are you doing here? Where's Pete? He shrugs helplessly. Great. A good question. I've never met your friend Pete, and I've met everyone here. I've seen him walking around, made eye contact with him. But there's nothing there. I don't think he's anyone. Okay? What do you mean by that? If Pete's not Pete, then who the hell are you? Also a good question. Har har, you do realize this is a pretty stressful situation for me, right? I'm sorry. I feel a strange energy here myself. I can't tell if I want it to end tonight or to last forever. If you decide you want it to last forever, then I would ask that you do not interfere because no. There is little I can do to help you now. It may be but small comfort, but if you have questions, I will do my best to shine a light in the dark. Jesus Christ, can you talk normal? I'll try. I wonder if he also is having things that he can't talk about due to the nature of the scenario we find ourselves in. Like I can't discuss the murders, you know? What is the accumulator supposed to do? What is the creature with the knife? I've had enough of this. What is the accumulator supposed to do? I hope you'd let me ask all these questions. I mean, I know there's only two, but I'm hoping there will be more. What's it supposed to do? It's supposed to channel life energy to assist in the reassembly of matter. It's meant to improve your vitality and lifespan. I guess in a way it's doing that, given that I can't die. In reality, it's a cheap wooden box and general fire hazard I used to do drugs in. Aha. Okay, cool. But here, it's not the box that I built. It's actually powerful. And it has nothing to do with me. How do you mean? Okay, what is the creature with the knife, since apparently that's all we're going to do in terms of talking about the accumulator. What is that thing, the thing with the knife? I don't know. I used to feel oddly proud of it. The homunculus. You felt proud of the... Okay. I thought I created it. That it was the only thing I've ever created. Really. Now I'm afraid that might not even be true. I've got nothing to show for all this. My life. Just a house that's falling apart with dead people inside. Yes. They do come back to life, but then they die again. You would want that as a legacy? It's more than nothing. At least it would be proof that I was here. I guess! But I know that isn't true. Even if it was, what's the point? All a big mistake. Big coincidence. Small little man. Stupid. As a side note, the homunculus, who is the thing with the knife, who's been stabbing us to death all the time, its face evolved from being a long, tubular, placid-looking mouse to now what looks like a bunch of damp towels that have been duct taped in spirals. For whatever that's worth. It also comes out an hour earlier than it used to, but I haven't really inspected it so much because I've been busy looking for generators. Anyway, carry on, Nest. Uh-huh. Why can't I talk to the others? What happened with you and Clara? Okay, well, let's start with this. Why can't I talk to the others? I mean, I can talk to them about pizza and video games and shit. Just not the time loop we're trapped in or the slasher movie villain that keeps killing us. I have no idea. When I approached you at the gas station, I found myself unable to speak in anything but poetry. Okay, so you are in a similar situation. Great. So you're not just massively pretentious exclusively. Fun. I thought that was just how you always talk. Then, sometime later, I found myself able to express myself fully, almost as if we had gained some kind of understanding. Maybe because I started to understand the situation I was in a little bit better? Something like that? I'm not sure. Or maybe I just lost all respect for you. Or that. Are you a gamer? Okay, we'll get to that. But first, what happened with you and Clara? So, what happened with you and Clara? I'm going to ask twice because apparently it's important. Clara? I suppose you've had quite some time to explore. Sorry, not much else to do besides die. I mean, yeah, fair. Well, I hope you enjoyed sifting through the detritus of a foolish... I hope you enjoyed sifting through the detritus a foolish young man left behind as he stumbled backwards through life. I guess. It was better than the dying part. I know I never really... Keep working on it, you'll get there. I wasted a lot of time. Well, fortunately now we seem to have infinite amounts of that, so isn't that nice? And now the time wastes me. Yeah. That tracks. Yeah, you do kind of seem like a hack. No punches pulled. One last thing. Did you really smoke weed with Hunter S. Thompson? He was in the vicinity. Come on, man. I see. Wait, are we not going to ask him if he's a gamer? We decided not to? Okay. What a shame. M. Want one? He's gone now. You know I quit, Cliff. What? When? I thought you were here to burn one with me like we used to. I can't just come over here and enjoy... I can't just come over here to enjoy your company? No! So the owner probably burned it down, right? That would seem to track, I guess, given that, it doesn't seem to be roped off or anything. For the insurance money. Maybe? How good of a policy do you think they had on this hole in the wall in the middle of nowhere? Maybe it was arson from a competing restaurant? Feels like a stretch to call the Roadhouse a restaurant. It was more like, well, we'll make you a burger if you really want one. Now that you mention it, why didn't they have a hamburger outside? Why just a hot dog? Fair question. Actually, they used to have one. They got rid of the hamburger in '63. How do you know this? Oh. Okay. Guys, is Megan seeing someone? Where's that coming from? Oh, Tori? Huh? Yeah. Wow. Never thought I would see the day. They've been engaged for like 2 years. Apparently I'm out of the loop. What? Hey, gang, what are y'all talking about? Oh, just how Emily doesn't know shit about her friends. Apparently. Shut the hell up, Cliff. Hey, Cliff, Emily showed me this awesome melted cutlery Rat King. You want to see it? Oh yeah, that'll go great with my melted red plastic Italian restaurant cup. I suppose it would. I melted it by trying to put a cigarette out in it. Good idea, Cliff. Well done. See ya, Em. Later, Gare Bear. You think we could get sick from hanging around here? Like the burned rubble is putting stuff in our body that will kill us someday when we're not expecting it? Least of our worries at the moment, Gary. Well, I spend every day expecting to drop dead of a mysterious and preventable illness. It would be pretty funny if I contracted it from a fiberglass hot dog. In a way. Yeah, if I'm gonna die, it at least needs to be funny. I mean, my life's a joke anyway. Oh no, Gary. Not you too. Needs a good punchline to make it all worth it. Gary, you're sounding a little too much like me. Are you alright? Sure, it's fine. My head kinda hurts. Behind my eyes. I'm gonna go look at that pile of menus and figure out what I would have ordered. Have fun. I'm gonna make some hand gestures and I don't really understand them. Gonna try and mend fences with Francine. At least nobody took a tumble from the hot dog, huh? Hey, Francine. This doesn't feel the same anymore. We should never have gone to that stupid house. I'm desperate to express even one thought of my own. That one. Nope, can't do it. Are you mad at me? Are you just gonna stare at me in dead silence? I'm really sore. Stop. I'm not doing this again. You're not sorry. You're scared of me. It can be both. I feel like you're waiting for a chance to tell me I'm wrong, and you're waiting for me to escalate, to catch me in some mistake so you can tell me so. But Francine, I am dying to fall on that sword. I am dying for you to believe me when I tell you I know how wrong I am. This stuff doesn't work on axes of right and wrong, Emily. Wait, that's the... What? That was the accumulator. What, huh? I know you're sorry. You tell everyone that every chance you get. You need to do something. Also, didn't you just sit down a second ago, and now you're standing up again? Is the simulation falling apart? I don't know why we're here right now. None of this makes sense. It's so painful seeing you all like this. That one! What do you want from me? Who gives a shit what I want from you? People aren't a fucking puzzle you can solve, Emily. I'm trying so hard to get us out of here. I want to figure this out. I want to believe it's possible. I can't watch you die again. I can't take it anymore. I need to say all three of these at the same time, and I can't say any of them, of course. Nah. You're scary when you cuss. Jiminy, gosh. Oh, hey, Emily, glad you could make it. Your room's down the hall. Is that better? Is that more like the weird retrograde 2D fantasy of me you're looking for? Isn't that what you said to me the next year after this event? Simulated Francine? I've been caretaking and planning and organizing and protecting and trying to stop us from tearing ourselves apart, going through the motions for as long as I can remember. Now I am goddamn sick of it, and I know you're hurting, but there's too much inertia for me to stop, so instead I'm here yelling at you about it. I'm scared and I need your help. I can tell I'm closer to getting through to you than anyone else. I just hope you'll understand me, please, Francine. This one. Can't do any of them. Can't do it. I know how this ends. I've seen it happen over and over and over, and I'm done trying to change it, and I refuse to take your sorries about it. And I know exactly how goddamn petty I'm being, and I don't care because I've had an infinite number of nights to stew on this. Wait, are you actually here? Are you actually aware of what's going on here? Oh, good. That sure is a thing that exists. And got hit by a car. Because there was a car around here. Did you actually throw the accumulator into the street? Yeah, that's an appropriate expression. Okay. That's a bunch of dead Megan. Wait, was that all three of them? That was Cliff and Gary as well, wasn't it? Yes, and there's Francine. It's just me. As always, it's just me. Oh, and am I in there dead too now? Great, we're all dead. Everyone's dead. And now we start over at 7 o'clock, don't we? Oh, you bet we do. Oh, you bet we do. Just in case the experience of being in a time loop with your friends and watching them die over and over again wasn't traumatic enough for you, we need to dredge up every last thing that's bothering all of us and just have it all out right here where we can't actually make any progress on it because we can't actually communicate. It's great. It's lovely. Thank you for asking. Cool. I'm going to catch up on chat. Since it's nearly the end of the year, my job is being very lenient with early quitting time, so hopefully I will be able to stay for the whole stream. Neat. Bastard dog. Pete really is that meme of someone hovering behind you in a hallway, honestly. He really is. I don't really feel anything about it. Smells like depression. Yes, it does. Wow. Nest, whether real or fake, being surprisingly relatable. No, now we'll never know if Ness is a gamer. I missed my chance. It's terrible. Creature versus ghost car. Apparently. Okay, well, let's think here. First thing I got to do is got to get the antenna extended in the attic, which means I need to turn on the power in the basement, and I need to do the pipeline puzzle to route it to the upstairs, and then we can get that antenna going. Okay, we'll start there. Here we go. Hopefully the fact that I had that cutscene, just wait a second. Was there actually other people here? Wait, examine book. What's this? Pumberton Possum Learns a Lot. It's a copy of the book I illustrated. Pumberton Possum Learns a Lot. Apparently I'm an illustrator. I think I knew that at one point, but I didn't make the connection. This is a pile of Cliff's stuff. What's this doing here? Great question. I don't know, but I can't read it. It's a shame, though. Is my suitcase still empty? Let's find out. Okay. And then, nope, not like that. It's empty. Cool. My empty suitcase. Does this have something to do with whatever fucked up thing is going on in this house? Probably. Also, were the spider webs always around? Hi, Gary. Is anything different? Gary, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but are you okay? I'm much better now, I think. You just seemed a bit down. The mood's been pretty off all weekend, I guess. You seemed especially sad back at the Roadhouse. That one. You just seemed a bit down. I was, for sure. I still feel a bit off, but I sat down with Megan and she dropped some wisdom on me. She's good at that. What did she say? Oh, something about how sometimes it's better to embrace the bad stuff rather than try to shove it down, and that there can't be matter without antimatter or light without dark. She was way more elegant with the space stuff. I can't do it justice. Wow. Then I talked to Cliff, and he tricked me into drinking orange juice to wash down a slice of pizza. To cheer me up, I think. Tastes exactly like vomit. Great. Wonderful. You have pizza? Oh, there is pizza box right here. I guess that makes sense. Actually, tricked isn't right. He told me beforehand, and I did it anyway. You should try it. It's crazy. I'm good, thank you. I think I'm good. Yes, that one. I'll talk to you again soon. I'm going to check in with all my friends because we just had a traumatic scene, and things may have changed. Later, Gary. Megan, how are you? Apparently you've been engaged for 2 years, and I didn't know. Hey, Megan, thanks for talking to Gary. Sounds like you really helped him out. I was getting worried. What did I say? Oh, something about, like, darkness or antimatter? Right, that. I have a whole spiel. I think I could also use a general existential pick-me-up right about now. Well, shit sucks, right? Shit doesn't stop sucking. In fact, the older you get, things just go faster and get suckier. You spend a lot of time worrying about stuff, and half the time it doesn't even matter. Megan, this is really depressing. I'm waiting for the pick-me-up part. And then death over and over again in a creepy old house. And then death? Sure, eventually, I guess. But that's not really my point. Once you accept that, things get easier. You gotta go through the sucky stuff, or else the good stuff doesn't mean anything. I guess. I know I'm not exactly the most upbeat person around. I'm no Gary, but I mean it when I say I'm fine. Fine is a really sustainable emotional state. Happy isn't. Not for me. Probably not for anyone. I love video games. I love my fiancé. I love quiet. When I'm cuddled up with Tori, quietly gaming or whatever, that's more than good enough for me. I'm not going to lie and say it gets better, but you get better at dealing with it. I think maybe that helps. I didn't say it was a good spiel. Maybe I'm just an idiot. No, I just sound like a Hallmark card at this point. Now we're both spiraling. Oh my god. I'll talk to you again soon. Cool. Great. Let's go talk to Cliff. This is all going great. Hi. How are you, Cliff? Hey, Cliff. I found a copy of Pumperton Possum on the top of your stuff. What's that doing here? It's mine. Whose trash can did you pull that out of? I paid money for it, and I also got one for my mom. She loves it. That's incredibly sweet. I am struggling to integrate it emotionally. Well, you're working on that. Do you think you could sign my copy for me? Yes, of course. Thanks, Cliff. Cliff, what's up? Later. I can't talk to you about anything. I'm still struggling to integrate that emotionally. I used to hate Cliff because I didn't understand him, and he didn't want to talk, and it was frustrating. But I can't really... Look, everything is collapsing and covered in spiderwebs, and I don't think that was true the entire time. Where's Francine? Hey, yo, where's Francine? Yes, hello, where's Francine? Yeah, hello, excuse me, where's Francine? Did I walk past her? Am I... What? Why am I not... Where is Francine? Was she downstairs? Hi, Gary, where's Francine? Where's Francine? Was I talking to her too much and now I don't get to talk to her anymore? I was talking to her about too much stuff and now she doesn't get to be in the simulation anymore? Is that a thing? Where's Francine? Sorry, Cliff, I think I bumped into you. You convulsed slightly. She's not here. Francine is not here. When she said she was done, maybe she's actually done. Could she have gone to the basement? Francine? I know it's 8 o'clock, and I know the killer comes out at 9:30 these days, and I recognize that I'm probably supposed to be being productive right now, but where's Francine? Is that a head? Why is there a head here? Oh, it's just a mannequin head. Okay, that's fine. That's great. That's wonderful. I should turn this on while I'm down here, I guess. Dink, dink, donk. Great. And then donk. Okay, good. Where is Francine, though? Is she actually gone? Excuse me, Gary. She's not this way. Was she in here the whole time? Did I just miss? Where? No, she's not here. She is absolutely not here. Oh, the pyramid! Is this the pyramid Francine threw? What is this doing here? Is that blood? I hope Francine is okay. Me too. Okay. Cool. There were consequences, apparently. I don't understand them, but I'm less convinced that my friends aren't real anymore. Right, well, I guess I have less than an hour in order to get that friggin' lightning rod up, so let's get to work. I don't think I can make it in time, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. Not this way. This is the wrong way. We gotta go this way. We gotta go this way. We gotta go here. We gotta do this thing quickly. Quickly now. All right. Box right. Okay. Okay. We need... Like that? No, absolutely not like that. Like this. Yes. And then like this. And then like this. No, like this. Okay. And then we got to get this over here. That's good. And this has to go here. Like that. Okay, good. Good. Okay, now we need to get upstairs. Times are running out. I remember the quickest path to do this other puzzle. Let's just get to it quickly. Probably would have been faster to go through the rooms, huh? The killer's already here. The killer is already here. The murderer is here already. Okay, cool. It's also maybe change clothing? It feels like it changed clothing. Did it not see me? Nope, it's here. It's changed, though. Its face is a brain now. Its face is a brain now. Things have gotten worse. They've gotten worse. Oh, it's still chasing me, all right. It's being very persistent. Well, that's annoying. I got stuff I'm supposed to be taking care of right now, thank you. Guess let's go downstairs. There goes the power. We're too late on that. Okay. Gary, are you okay? Hello? Gary? Gary? Hey, Gary, have you seen Francine anywhere? Sure, she's up in the study, isn't she? Honestly, I've barely seen her all weekend. She's just been up there shuffling through those books like her life depends on it. No, I didn't see her up there. I think something must have happened to her. Or maybe she's up to something. Something must have happened to her. I guess that's it. She seems pretty antisocial, huh? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, I wonder what her deal is. Honestly, she seemed to be kind of upset with you. We better try to figure the situation out. Cool. Okay. Good. Thank you, Gary. Hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. Hi, Megan. Did you hear something just now? What is that face? Oh, she's just scared. Yeah, something fell to the ground. We better try and figure something out. What fell to the ground? I didn't hear the sound. I didn't hear this sound you're talking about. Where's Cliff? Cliff. Where's Cliff? Cliff. Hi, Cliff. Cliff, we're all going to die. Oh, someone already died. Great. Hi, Cliff. Cliff. Hey, Emily. I guess we're figuring it out. I'm going to try and fix this. Okay. Great. I guess I'll just run away from the murder. Hi. Oh, good. Oh, good. Is the murderer actually faster now? Oh, good. You're actually... Well, your face opens up now. Your face opens up like fleshy fingers. That's a thing. That's a thing. Great. I don't think I can do this in time. 9:43. Good. Good. Get in. Get in. Oh, but I need to solve this puzzle over here quick, don't I? Before I can advance further. Okay. Okay. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. What's the direction that gets to the basement that was flooded? Wait, is the killer's coming in here, isn't it? Absolutely it is. Hi. Hi. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear it. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. I take it you already went through all my friends then, huh? Great. Cool. Thank you. It's the pump downstairs, isn't it? I need to... Yeah, everybody's dead. Yep, I figured. I needed to interact with the pump downstairs, didn't I, to get to the place with the water. That's what it is. Question is, do I remember the solution to the pump downstairs? I'm not sure that I do. I would have to resolve it. And, of course, that's something that can't happen quickly, unfortunately for me. So, the killer has evolved again, and now comes out at 8:30. Murder is faster than ever. But nothing has changed in here. I still don't have access to the elevator. Yeah, I don't know where the killer is at this point. I hear someone walking, though. Which is presumably the killer, because everybody else is dead, after all. Sure could use a little more control over camera angles. I don't know if walking actually makes me quieter and harder to detect by the murderer. That's why I'm walking right now. Hopefully it helps. Did the murderer go into the basement? No, Yes! Yes, they did. Yes, they did. No, they didn't? Heck, I can't even tell. I don't know where that grunting is coming from. Yes, everybody's dead. I know. I know. I know how it goes. I think the killer must have been in the basement, because they're not here. Oh, good. There they are, and they saw me. Wonderful. And they saw me again. I suppose I'm being actively pursued at this point, so I'm not going to be able to hide down here, huh? Well, I can hide if I go through the door at the end. Code 733, was it? 733, I think? 733? Good. This is not where I need to be. This is nowhere like where I need to be, but at the very least I can find that closet. Oh, the closet's busted. Great. What about in here? Wasn't there a secondary closet or something? No, there wasn't? Well, the code here is 9009. I can get that anyway. Lovely. There's that awful, awful statue. It's doing fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, well, at least I'll activate this, I guess, because why not? Really, why not? Where did the murderer go? I don't want to open it. I want to just look through. I do not see the murderer. That's okay. That's all right. I don't hear the breathing. If I can make it back into the basement, I can activate the pump. And I can try to work on what I came here to work on. That's all I want. It's still here. It's still here. It's still here. Oh boy, it's making different noises than usual. It's on. It's here. It's right on top of me. Great. I guess let's find out if the steam passages are going to kill me, because they probably are. My odds are not good. Let's find out. Am I dead? I'm dead. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so Francine's gone. The killer has evolved. I've only got an hour and a half before the killer spawns in now. And we're having another scene. Hi, Pete. How are you? Do you hear it, Emily? What? What? This feeling. Being alive. There's a vibration. A hum to it that I never noticed before. It's getting quieter now. That seems bad. Is the accumulator behind you getting bigger? I feel like it was moon-shaped before. Moon-sized. Like moon in the sky sized. And now it's kind of dwarfing the screen. See you later, Emily. Well, that was it. That was it. Great. My life force is getting weaker or something like that. Thank you, Pete. It's very encouraging. Cool. Hi. I just dropped my mouse on the floor. I got to fix that and then I'll catch up on chat. Right, well. Reminds me of this classic Australian picture book, Possum Magic. I'm not familiar with it, but it sounds amazing. Hello, police. I have lost my Francine. Oh, Lord, he early. Homunculus set its alarm. Been eating his brain food. My grandma from my dad's side is the best thing. She made a video with Santa Claus, and it was about Santa Claus saying hi to me, like he even showed up a picture and said my name. That sounds exceptional. Props to your grandma. I love my grandma very much. I'm happy for you. That sounds amazing. Okay. So, I get the impression that not only has the homunculus gotten earlier, but I think the homunculus is also getting better at hunting me. Like, if it has an idea where I am, it doesn't just wander off anymore, which I think is a thing that it used to do. It may just be I was better at not getting spotted in the first place in the past, but I feel like once it has an idea where you are, it does not leave you alone. So we're going to have to be very, very flipping efficient. Let's see here. Do I have the solution to the pump puzzle downstairs saved in here somewhere? I do. No, that's a bathroom pump. Cellar pump. Here we go. 3 clicks. Rotate the big one into the center. Okay. And we don't have the PSI for the pump that I found further down yet. I don't think. Yeah. 29 PSI. That's the only thing we got. Okay. 3 clicks. Big one in the center. That's 4 clicks. I can count. That's 4. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have to get that sorted, then turn on the power, then go upstairs, do the pipe puzzle as fast as I can. If I can get the lightning rod extended, wonderful. If I can't, we deal with it. For now, the main priority is get the path to the water pathway opened. Oh, because that's the thing. If the homunculus is showing up at 8:30, it's 45 minutes before the power goes out, which means there is no way for me to get myself to the passageway I need to explore before the homunculus is out, active, and killing my friends. So, I need to be very careful not to be noticed, or else we might be in a lot of trouble. That's real sweet, Vincent. It is. I agree. Homunculus is getting smart. Like I said, he's been eating his brain food. His face is a brain now. Admittedly, a pulsating opening brain, but a brain. Smart fella. Smart fella. Okay. It is nice of it to not have me need to open up the basement anymore. Just sort of lets me skip that particular step. It's very kind. Okay. Beep, beep, bop. And then we go here. And then we interact with this thing, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We rotate this like this, and then we go, and now we can leave. And just let it sort itself out while I'm upstairs. I would probably do well, if possible, to memorize the solution to why I didn't turn on the power. I didn't turn on the power. I opened the box, but I didn't turn on the power. Oh, and I wasted like 15 minutes on that. Great, 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 great. Button, button, button. Thank you. Okay. Okay, and upstairs we go. 1 hour remains before murder time. I wonder if eventually Homunculus will start coming out at 7:30. I couldn't tell if he's getting faster also, by the way, but I suspect that he might be. Okay, all right, let's see. I do need these for reference still. Plus in the corner. Okay, like this. And then I don't need to close it out, do I? We just put this over here. And then we put this over here. And switch these. And then this needs to go here. And then this needs to switch, and this needs to switch. Please don't walk past me like that. It spooks me badly. Okay. Power's on upstairs. We got somewhat less than an hour. Let's go through here. Francine, I assume, is still a pyramid. Francine is still a pyramid. Examine quickly. Yep. Nothing else to say. I hope Francine is okay, but she's probably not. Doors, doors, doors. Open doors, open doors. Do. Here we go. This thing. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we go upstairs. We open door. We enter door. We pass through this thing right here. We interact with this guy, and while it's opening, we go ahead and pull up the code that I need for it, which is this right here, 8712. Okay. 871 2. Okay. Yep. We got that activated. Now we got to go downstairs. The homunculus still spawns on the second floor of the building. So as long as I keep moving and ignore the fact that my friends are being slaughtered, I should be able to activate the first... Excuse me, Gary. I should be able to activate the first generator and get into the watery basement before I'm at any risk from the homunculus, I think. So, down here, around the corner, code 733 to get into the back room. Stinking... switching between cameras and maintaining momentum is nasty and hard. Okay, here we are. 733. Good. Okay, we need to go... Not this way. This way? Was it this way? Is this the way? Is this the way? No. This is the steam passageways. That goes to the little office. We need to go this way. Okay. So we go over here, through this room. That one just starts out broken, I see. So I can't hide down here, effectively, anymore. No, oh, keypad, please. 9009. The homunculus is out, by the way. Okay. Accumulator now should have, effectively... Wait, the homunculus is down here. I can hear it breathing. Is it coming after me rather than my friends? Concerning, if so. Understandable, but concerning. Okay. Pamphlet, right. Don't get fried, stay inside. Okay. This door goes to... Okay, people are getting murdered. This goes to the passageway that has water, but... Hold on, what's this? Right, that's the pump that I don't know the PSI for yet. So probably we need to... That's a hiding place right there. This is where I need to go as soon as the power goes out. The power outage made no difference. Okay. Is this actually dangerous? Am I going to die? Wet floor caution. Inspect mainframe. Okay. Yeah, I guess not. No documents for me to inspect here. Examine wire. Avoid it. Inspect. Uh-huh. And this is... Uh-huh. Okay, Sure. Do I have anything relating to this? This does not look familiar. Where did the mainframe get put in here? Atrium generator? Sure. Cellar pump, PSI. Did it not get added? It didn't get added here, did it? So I looked at some new stuff, but it did not get added to my record, so I don't know where it goes. Well, that's annoying. That's annoying, that is. All right. There sure is a bunch of stuff. I wonder what any of it means. Cool. Can't read that. Oh, not another one. You gotta be kidding me. But you're not. Okay. Oh, great. That was easy. Wonder what that did. These are just two different parts of the symbol making thing that I've got here, but I don't know what my goal is, so this isn't actually doing me any good. Okay. Okay. Oh, good! You tracked me down here, did ya? Wonderful. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good, good. Well, love it. Love to see it. If I go into the door right now, he's going to see me, no question, so there's really no point in trying that at the moment. So where do I go? What do I do? I think that probably puts to rest any question of whether or not the homunculus is better at tracking me now. Seems to be a definite yes. Seeing marked improvement. Okay, so here's the thing. I have no idea how to do anything with that mainframe. I don't even have a hint of how I'm supposed to go about researching how to figure out what I'm supposed to do with that mainframe. I've got nothing. What does that mean? What was that? Hi, who are you? Why were you looking around the corner? Cool. Wonder what that was. Pretty fancy. Okay, we got 2 bars active here. That's not good enough, of course. I knew that, but... How close is the homunculus to killing me at this point? Who knows? Hide for now. Hide for now and think. Wow, he's already here. It definitely sounds like a woman crying again. The homunculus is more me than anything else, isn't it? I'm starting to get the impression that the homunculus is mostly me. Okay, let's think here. What do I not have a solution for? The mainframe, obviously, but, like, is there anything else in here that connects to it? What are you saying? What is it saying? It's saying something. Oh. Did it say, don't hurt me? It sounded like it said, don't hurt me. Okay. So there's a pump downstairs. It's got up here. I really wish you'd just wander around some more instead of weeping creepily into the back of my right ear. Okay. I don't have anything here. I'm going to catch up on chat real quick since I'm safe for the moment. Oh, this is tense. My friend Senior looking particularly geometric today. Homunculus is out, but how he's going to find you in the hedges. Seems like the lines on the left need to be arranged in a specific way. Brain face spotted. Homunculus also had a hood on at one point. Do you think he's not evolving, but instead he's just taking off his clothing? I mean, it's possible, sure, but I feel like the wrapped towel look was actually smaller than the... No, never mind. I'm not sure about that. The brainy is actually smaller than it, isn't it? It's shorter at the very least. It's being stripped of layers. We're getting to the center of what's going on here. And it's definitely sounding more and more like what I assume is me. I was even just saying, when I was talking about this to someone earlier, that this game was not particularly scary anymore because, you know, I knew what the homunculus was, what their deal was, and that they were just kind of a nuisance in solving puzzles. But I think it's back to being kind of scary at this point. They're much better hunting me also, and that's not helping. Okay. One way or another, they're not moving. They have holed up somewhere, which means I have to leave. Oh, there you are. Yeah, but it actually just comes within a certain radius of me and waits until I show myself now. Great! That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's going to make my job real easy. Almost as easy as these controls make it. Okay. Okay. Look for anything that can give me a hint on what I'm supposed to be doing down here. Could it be a situation where I needed to fix the bathroom pump as well in order to be able to do this part down here? I don't know, maybe. Can I go through here or is it going to zap me? It's going to zap me and I'm going to die. Great! So if I don't do something with that pump there, I can't go into this hallway or I'm dead. Okay, cool. Got it. Understood. Probably should have seen that coming. A generic death scene. Fair enough. The accumulator certainly does seem to be getting bigger. Yeah, it's absolutely getting bigger. I wonder whose apartment that is. Is that mine? Maybe. What happened to Laura? Who knows what happened to Laura? Okay, okay. Okay, okay, alright, okay, okay, alright, okay. We've got to find something that's going to give me an indication of what I need to do. Hi, Cliff. Look who's here. Hi, Emily. Do you know anything about mainframe computers? Old ones, like Mission Impossible style? I don't know. I don't know if antiques are his style, but Gary knows computers pretty well. He could probably help. Cool. Good. Okay, I'll talk to Gary. Thank you. Is there blood? Is that blood? That wasn't bloody before, was it? Maybe it was. Maybe it always was. There are donuts here. Can I have one? I can't. That's okay. Is there any point to turning this on? Did it? Gary, then, huh? Excuse me, Megan. Gary. Hi, Gary. Hey, remember earlier when you asked how I was doing and I said things were good? Yeah, sure. I do, Gary. Are you feeling okay? I'm shocked to remember it since it happened a death or two ago. Yeah, sure. Well, things are good. A little too good. I have this thought I just can't get out of my head. It's like when things are going conspicuously well for a character on a TV show and you know they're going to die before the end of the episode. Didn't you already say this once? I feel like you already said this once. Did anything precipitate that feeling? I think I have that too. You're waiting for the shoe to drop. We already had this conversation. Did anything precipitate it? Nope. Totally the opposite. There hasn't been a disaster in a while, so I think I'm due for one. I relate, Gary, but this doesn't sound like you. That's what my mom said, but things change, I guess, right? You know anything about mainframe computers, Gary? Like big boxy ones with rotating tape reels inside? I don't know too much, though I had to do a report about old tape hard drives in high school IT class, so maybe I can help. Did you know those old refrigerator-sized hard drives are like a megabyte worth of storage? Kind of freaks me out just to think about it. I remember an old photo of one of these big bricks of computer the side of a car being loaded onto a plane by a private security escort. And now we got more data than that in a square the size of a piece of confetti. That is true, and it's alarming. Yeah, tucked right into our pockets. How else am I going to watch fail videos at the drop of a hat? When there's a wireless signal, at least. I mean, that's true. Which is a shame. I could use a pick-me-up, and I'm in a fail videos kind of mood tonight. Anyway, those old tape hard drives. How do you configure them? I have no idea, but I've heard hearsay. The way I understand it is they were so complicated that you needed a college course to know how to load a file. But since they were so complicated, people would learn patterns for how to configure them. Rewind, play, print, etc. were all visual glyphs that you spelled out by rotating the platters on the drive. Of course, this is 60s tech we're talking about, so it's even more complicated than it sounds. Those platters had read/write heads controlled by separate terminals, which were themselves also the size of refrigerators. So to spell out the glyphs, you would need to run back and forth to multiple terminals just to move the platters around. Yes, I noticed all this. Thank you, Gary. So even before you can start working, you need a set of those glyphs from somewhere else. Correct. So hopefully somebody would have squirreled that stuff away somewhere. Okay. So all he's really telling me is that the glyphs will probably not be in the same place as the mainframe computer, which means either I've seen them already or I missed them somehow. Well, that's helpful but unhelpful. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. Megan, do you have anything to say on all this? Probably not? No. Cool. Good. I can't talk to Francine. She's a pyramid now. Okay. But the power outage doesn't make any difference at all, so we can just get right to work on the puzzle at hand. That's the one thing I can say for sure. Cool, thank you for that. I think I was just supposed to be scary. I think that was just supposed to be scary. Here we go. Activate that. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the power while I'm here, just in case it becomes necessary for whatever reason. There we go. All right, and we're in. So, let's have a look here. No, let's have a look. Okay. 0, 0 on the wall there for whatever that... Why is the camera not doing a thing? Hey, why is the camera not doing a thing? Hey, camera. Camera? 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 Camera. Okay, cool. Well, I brute force past it. Good. Love that. Okay, this is the way that... It's not sparking right now. Huh? It's not sparking. But the door's also not open. And I can't interact with anything here. Okay. This yellow cable here. It's the orange one. It's the orange one. Orange was the one for the lightning rod, wasn't it? Which means that once that lightning rod is activated, this passageway becomes impassable unless I've fixed the pump before I get here. Basically. And these are still useless dead ends. Examine wire. Broken exposed wire in the room slowly flooding with water. Doesn't take an electrical engineer to figure out that this is a grim combination. True. Okay. This symbol shows up everywhere, but I don't actually know what symbol I'm supposed to be generating is the thing. Oh, what's this? There's a note taped to the panel. Parker, to retrieve the instructions for the industrial pump, first rewind and then print. 10-9-11. 10 blank 9-11. This is all you ever use the mainframe for, so I don't know why it's so hard to remember. And in case you forget, the calibration guide for the mainframe is in the study. See. Okay. 10-9-11. 10-9-11. 10. Okay, where did that show up on my... Where did that show up in here? Sticky notes, here we go. 10-9-11. The one that's missing could be the one that I've got from elsewhere, which was 12. But I don't know that for a fact. 10-9-11. Desk note. That's the study, right? That's the desk in the study. So the guide's somewhere in the study. 10-12-9-11. Rewind and then print. If it's trying to have me make the symbol for rewinding, that's double triangles facing to the left, but... Is that a possibility with this thing? Calibration guide for the mainframe is in the study. Maybe I should try and go to the study, although the murderer is going to be out any minute now. This is really not good. Furthermore, the murderer is going to be coming out of the study, which is where I need to go, so that's fun, too. Back to the basement. Everybody's still alive up here? Oh, yes. But presumably not for too much longer. I can't even... Since Francine isn't upstairs to get killed first anymore... I can't use that as a gauge for how we're doing in terms of murderers showing up. Do I need to go back to the attic? Guess I could just try and configure this real quick. Wait, is that backwards? Seeing if I can remember this. I can't. Oh, there's a murderer. Pardon me. They seem to be reacting. Yeah, they're being murdered. Okay. I needed to go upstairs. Oh, good, it saw me. Okay. Well, that's fun. There goes the power. It's actively chasing, so let's hide for a second. It might just wait in the hallway for me like it did last time. Or it might just open up the door and kill me, which would be fun too. I don't hear it anymore. Manuscript page. That's not useful. Pamphlet. Logging online. That's not useful. Post-it note. The guide isn't here. Murder is coming back. One more hide available before this thing breaks down on me. Hmm. 10, 9, 11. It might be a matter of checking the contents of drawers 10, 9, and 11, but I kind of doubt it. And even if it is a matter of doing the rewind symbol with those glyphs down there, which it very well might be, since it is two separate things that I'm manipulating, and it could be arranged into two triangles for all I know, I don't know how you would do a print symbol with that. Unless you're supposed to make just like a blocky letter P, and that's it. In any case. Let's see here. Does the water level on the floor change? When you went into that room before, it looked lower. Before it was electrical, I mean. Camera forgot. Yeah. There's a wire in the water. What if the water gets electrified? Probably death. Lightning rod. Francine left because she was sick of getting killed first. I mean, who can blame her for that? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here alive. Oh, people are actually dying now. Anyway, I did not find a computer guide in the study, so I suspect, unless that just wasn't the study, but I think it was. 9, rubber bands. 11 is dice. 6-sided, 12-sided, 20-sided. 110, dirt. Everybody's dead, I assume. Oh, that noise that it's making now, I think, means it spotted me. Yeah, it's after me specifically right now. I didn't see it, but it saw me. Man, changing angles through rooms is difficult, thanks to camera angles. And this room's nice and big and open, which means if it's walked into the room right now, it's probably already seen me, but it hasn't, which is nice. This room is now electrified because the water level has risen. This room is also now electrified because the water level has risen. Okay. I can only rotate these two. There's a very limited number of potential solutions here. But the number is still 20. This could be a trial and error scenario, but if it is, you have to go upstairs to reset it every time. Which is obnoxious. And I don't have a target number. I do not know. Let's just run it and see what happens. .86 PSI. Presumably incorrect. It's locked. I'm not ready to solve this yet. Cool. Well, thank you for that, brain. The homunculus has not tracked me down here, but this room is deadly now. If I flip the switch, that doesn't help, does it? No, absolutely not. So this has to be dealt with early in the day. Cool, well, let's die. Electrocution via water always makes you bleed from the face. It's a commonly known fact. Okay. Ah. Yes, more generic death is happening. But man, that accumulator's looking big these days. And that's the brain matter that exudes from the house. Great. Okay. Hurry. Bing, bing, bonk. Bunk. Dink, 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 dink. Donk. I don't remember if that's necessary. I hope I'm right. Just real quick. That goes like that. Eventually, I'll have to memorize it. That one, you press the right button first. Now you just need to get the middle thing over to the right. So right button on the bottom two levels. Right, right. And then straight has to be on the left, and these have to rotate out. So this has to switch, and this has to switch, and this has to switch. So right, left, right on that one. Right, 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 left, right. Then right. Right, 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 left, right, right. And then, for the last one, right, left, right, left. That was not the fastest way to do it. But right, 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 left, right, right. That stuff's all about as efficient as it's going to get. Just to figure out the fastest route to do the top one. It might just be left, right. I'm not sure. Bathroom. Trying to solve everything to see if it helps. I'm not sure that it's going to make any difference whatsoever. We're going to see. There we go. It didn't make the clink noise for the bathroom, so I wonder if I actually failed on that one. Maybe I misremembered what the solution was. Unsure. What was it? 7812 or something? 8712. Sure wish there was a better way to advance those to what you want. Okay. Lightning rod is out. Murderer ain't active just yet. Bathroom pump is working or no? Did I fix it? I did fix it. Okay. Okay. Guess I'll just activate this as well while I'm at it. I know I'm on a time budget, but I'm not smart. Was there always music in here? I don't remember that being a thing. No, the freaking keypad. I feel like eventually the house is going to have one of those things where it loads one of the rooms in a different fashion and it looks alarming in some fashion. It's going to be the statue in here, and I'm going to hate it. Oh, just, would you go around the corner? Thank you for going around the corner. This way. Back the way you came. Murder is out. No time to waste at this point. Never was. Just trip all over the cables, it's fine. Camera doesn't know anything. Camera has no idea where I am. There we are. Thank you, camera. That passageway I don't know what to do with yet. So we gotta go here. We gotta do this, specifically. Okay, so how do we make a rewind symbol with this? That's a triangle, so that's probably along the right lines, but it's not quite there yet, is it, though? Can I interact with the other panel without reversing this thing? Of course not. Okay. There goes the lightning. Okay. But that's not what rewind looks like. This is not quite right. Of course, I'm also working from the same shape that I was working from last time. Oh, it's here. Hi. Oh, I'm trapped. Cool. Yeah, I'm dead. Hello. You missed. Oh, if it misses, it hesitates for a second. That's cool. That's wonderful. Right, so what now? What now, indeed? I guess we retreat for the moment. But good to know that it can stab and miss, and then it has to reset itself for a second. That's good to know. My eye looks terrible when it freezes for that particular portrait to go away. It looks empty and dead. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Sure would be nice if Pete would show up with some kind of a hi, Cliff! You're alive. What's up? There's a really big pump in the house. You know how that works? Oh yeah, I've seen a pump like that before, only at serious industrial jobs, like the one I used to work at with Martin. Cliff. You know, before the accident. Anyway, pumps like that don't have a set amount of fluid they draw from a tank. They take all the fluid they can get. In that case, you want to draw less fluid from it. If you want to draw less fluid into the larger pump, you'd have to draw fluid away from the tank into an... You'd have to draw fluid away from the tank from another pump somewhere else first. Okay, so I do have to activate the other two pumps before I would be able to interact with the larger pump, but I need to know the PSI that the larger pump wants, or else I can't solve that puzzle anyway. I also may not need to solve both of the other two pumps. I may have to solve just one or the other, depending on how much PSI I actually need, but I don't know that number, so that's fine. This place sucks. That's kind of spooky, I guess. I don't think we're ever going to see Pete again. I don't know, he's not here. Big pump, any more information? Yep, nothing. Sorry for bringing up Martin again. Talk to you again soon. Okay. So the murderer actually went after Gary and Megan, but I can't believe I didn't get to see the Perseids. That's okay. Wait, I think I can see them now. You don't see them, do you? They're so pretty when they're inside. You'll get to see them. I'm good. Wonderful, Gary. Thank you. Hello, Megan. It's Megan. She's dead. Yup. In any case, the murderer ignored Cliff and just came after me, so that's fun. I was going to hide in this closet, but apparently that would be pretty bad form at the moment. Where is the murderer? Okay, I can't reset this because I didn't actually interact with the pump that was... that would require resetting. Cool, got that open. Don't know if that does me any good, actually, but... Right, you need to solve the puzzle in order to go through here. Acceptance letter. Seller, 29 PSI. I already knew about that. Okay. need to remember the homunculus instinctively knows where I am and will find me, even if it hasn't seen me. You okay, Cliff? Cliff's okay! Cool. Good. Good for you, Cliff. Is it just camping the place that I need to solve? Is that what it's doing? Is this the same? Okay, if Cliff wants it signed. Oh, right, I was going to sign it. There, I signed it. I forgot I needed to do that. I'm glad I came back and checked it. Maybe I can talk to Cliff again since he's still alive? Pardon me, Megan. Murderer's here. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Cliff. I signed your copy of Humble, Cliff. Thanks. For real. You did a really good job, Em. Your paintings are amazing. That one at the end where all the baby critters are riding to school on Pumberton's mom's back made me tear up. I just think it's sweet that kids get to read such a fun book, and when they're older, they'll be nostalgic for the things you drew. I think that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Thank you, Cliff. All right, thanks, Big Shot. I'm going to go sell this on eBay for 50 cents. Oh, don't gouge people. Stop. I'm being nice to you. Let me be nice to you. Well, just this once. Gonna try and fix this. You're about to die. I'm sorry, Cliff. Wait. He's turned into a yellow rectangle. Never mind. Never mind. Guess I'm going to the basement. But I'm guessing that the room that gets electrified is going to be electrified by this time. Guess we'll find out. This room's electrified. This looks the same as usual. 18 PSI. Or 18 clicks. No idea what the PSI I want is. And this room is electrified also. So it is too late. We are flipping dead. I don't know what the point of turning the lights off in here is. Inspect sign. Wet floor. Uh-huh. Yeah. You don't say. Okay. Well, let's see here. 18 clicks. But I don't have the information I need in order to know what I need to set this to, so it doesn't matter what it's... Doesn't matter. $50. Nice round number. Not actually correct. I'm not ready to solve this yet. Good. Lovely. Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's go get zapped to death then, because I can't work on this right now. Yay! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ah, boy. Once this scene is over, I'll catch up on chat. Pete! Pete, please help me. Pete, help me, please. Pete, help me. Been a while, huh? I mean, a couple deaths, I guess. There's a lot going on in the flooded room, huh? A big puzzle to solve in a room that's filling with electric death water. None of it means anything, though, if you don't know what you're trying to accomplish. Nest has got to have some instructions for that system on file somewhere. I don't understand you. If you know all this, why won't you just tell me exactly what I need to know? Thank you for bringing it up, Emily. Why don't you just help me out of this mess? I don't know anything you don't know. Think of me like a college professor. Think of me like a college professor who's staying one step ahead of their class. I'm making this all up as I go along. I don't know shit. Then neither do I. Cool, thanks, Pete. Pete's part of me. Pete's in my brain. Pete is my brain. Pete just helps me sort through my thoughts and doesn't actually know anything I don't know. Great. So I got to look in the study for that. I said I was going to catch up on chat. I got to look in the study for the instructions for how to work this machine. Otherwise, I cannot do the thing. I don't know how I missed a guidebook in a study, but let's find it. Let's find it. Now then. Accumulator said, oh. In much the same way as it's funny to imagine the hatchling in Outer Wilds from the perspective of NPCs, waking up and yeeting themselves off in a dark ramble, it's very funny to imagine you walking in the door and immediately dashing to the basement to fiddle with the electrics. It absolutely is. Farewell, Cliff. Hi, how goes the progress? It's we're a little stuck, but I'm working on it. Man, there aren't nearly enough gravity crystals or quantum rocks in this house. I agree. Hi, Mart. We have found a mainframe, and the homunculus killer has a brain face now. Oh, no. That's sure a chamfu change. Yes. Discount Illithid moment. Thank you, Pete. Very helpful and informative. Pete is always helpful and informative. Thank you very much. All right. To the study. Yes, I'm working on, there's a room that floods with water, and once the water hits a certain level, the room becomes electric, and at which point the whole place is a death zone, but you have to be reprogramming a mainframe, which is something I don't know how to do. Also, Francine has now become a pyramid, and is gone permanently, apparently. In one of our remembrance scenes, she threw a pyramid, and then a flesh creature got hit by a car on the road, and then all our corpses piled up around it, and now Francine is gone forever, and I don't know why. Right. Examine Dracula. Check drawers. Manuscript page. Did I look at this already? Yes, I did. This feels like it might be the study. Examine bookshelf. One of the books is missing from an otherwise full bookshelf. I never did anything with this. I forgot that was even a thing. There's a missing book here. Okay, all right. Dracula. Pyramid. Can't do anything with this globe here. Can't look in this corner. Memory log. Picture of a clown. This feels like it's probably the study, just based on what it is, you know? Pyramid. Francine. This looks like a study. Hold up. Let me look at that thing again. This was the note that told me about it being in the study. 10, 9, 11. What's the pattern there? 10, 9, 11 with a blank in between. Between 9 and 10, there's nothing. 10, 9, blank 11. 10, 9... Let's say 12, 11. Did that do anything? 10, 12, 9, 11. Pardon me. 10, 12. Oh, this is different. 9. The doors are staying open. 11. There we go. Hidden note. Okay. We got advance, we got rewind, we got append, we got record, we got clear, we got print. I need rewind and then print. Okay, that's what I needed. Someone just moving around. Hello? Hi, Gary. Hey, Gary. Hey, Em. Remember earlier when I asked you, we already had this conversation. We asked this conversation twice now. We've had it twice now. We're doing it again. I'll talk to you again soon. Cool. I thought you were maybe inspecting the pyramid that once was Francine, and that's why I wanted to talk to you again, but apparently it's irrelevant. Look at this picture. Was this always like this? Were the paintings always so awful in here? I don't remember. In any case, I've got the bits that I need to solve the puzzle in question, so let's get to the basement and solve it. I'm not going to try and get all of the power in the same cycle this time. There's no point. I'm on too much of a time budget. We're just going to get going. Pump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch this. Run it. Let's activate the power while we wait, because I may as well. Dink, dink, donk. Then we activate. That's active. This is open. Now we go. Navigate this really obnoxious loopy room. The camera wants me to suffer constantly, and suffer I shall. I don't have the solution to the pump in that first room, so let's not worry about it. Let's just go to the second room and do this. So, rotate. Okay, that's the right sort of a shape of a symbol, but I don't want that specifically. I need it to be facing to the left. So why don't we rotate it so that it could be facing to the left and then mess with the other... Is that not a thing? That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Okay, all right. In that case, let's rotate it all the way and see if we can figure out a way to... Oops. See if we can figure out a way to... just rotate it 90 degrees. I'm not sure how to do that, and I know I've done exactly this and not had any success with this in the past, but whatever, we're trying it again right now. That just changes the angle. It doesn't actually help with what I'm trying to do. Let's try lining this up like this, and now let's go mess with the other one. Okay. And now, if I rotate it all the way around, that's rewind. That's rewind. So now we run over here and we activate. Like so. Okay, I did it. Now we're on print. Now we're on print. So I need to make an arrow pointing down, which means I'm going to need to toggle the thing on the left and also have... Okay, we need all three of them. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. We need to toggle this, and then we need to have all three of these facing upward. Like that. And now I need to toggle the other thing and make the final adjustments. But the homunculus is going to be on its way to my location right now, so we must hurry. There we go. It's murdering somebody, so it's busy. Print. Notes. Not that. These notes. This right here. The thing that... Print out. 62 psi. Beneath that, a note. The industrial pump uses all of the remaining fluid in the hydraulic tank, so it should be sure to the fluid levels in the tank are correct before operating. Okay. Okay. 62. We need 62. And I know that if I fix both pumps before I get there, we've got 18 clicks left. Now, I can't actually do that right now because I didn't fix the other pumps. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. We need 62. I can toggle these, but nothing else. Each one of these stacks over here is 25. So if both of those fill up, we're at 50. Then that's 10, leaving 8. The remaining 8 has to be distributed into... I need 12 out of 8, which means I need 1 in a fiver and the remaining 7 in individual ones. So I would need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would need to rotate these, and I would need to run it like that, but I would have to fix the other 2 pumps first, which I cannot do right now because the homunculus is out and active. But let me see if I can fix that. I need to get upstairs to the bathroom and fix that pump, and then I can do this. But I have to go past the homunculus in order to do that. That's the homunculus coming downstairs. Wonderful. I'm going to wait here until I can see it pursuing, because otherwise the camera's going to switch. Here it is. Oh, it hadn't actually seen me yet, huh? Sure has now. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it stinks at this all of a sudden. That'd be nice. That seems to be normal breathing from it. This is not the way I need to go. Probably doomed. Not doomed yet. Doors are open. Don't remember if I did that or somebody else. I don't want to go this way. I needed to actually go to the bathroom, which is the wrong... I'm in the wrong place. Door. Okay. Click, click. Bonk. Okay, so now we need to go back to the basement and fix the thing, because now it's ready to be fixed, but first I need the homunculus to be here. I know how to do that. Summon homunculus. Summon homunculus. Oh, it's so angry. Definitely saw me there, and that's okay. It sure hates that synthesizer, I must say. I should have enough of a lead on it that given that I set that pump up to run the way it needs to, I should just be able to hit go and we should be good, yeah? probably. If I can navigate this stinking hallway. I hate this room. This way. This way. This way. Okay. I set it up. This is the way it has to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 55 is 62. Yes, go. $62. It opened the door, but the hallway is still electrified, so I can't actually go there. How are you? Is it like 9, 12, 11, 10 sequence? Yeah, it is. It was. To the tune of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Francine the Pyramid. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, clues. So we need sideways bug face and disconnected downward arrow. Ah, the cassettes. The PSI. Stupid hallway that everyone hates. It's true. It's true. It's the worst hallway. Side note, I'm not even paused right now, but the homunculus is just going to let me kill myself by frying, I guess. And I suppose that's fine. There's no way for me to win at this point, so I guess let's have it done. Bleh. So now I know what I need to do immediately. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. No, we don't even get a scene. We don't even get the accumulator glowing ominously over the countryside. We're just doing pump puzzles. Pump puzzles and nothing more. Cliff Pumperton Possum thinks that you are awesome. I do too, M. Nice one, M. Well done. Okay, so. Okay. Click, click. Boom. Okay. Now we go downstairs. I'm going to talk to Cliff real quick, see if there's anything else now that I've looked at my own signature. Probably not, but you never know, right? You never know, right? Hi, Cliff. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Cliff. Hello, Cliff. I sent... Yeah. Thanks for real. That's pretty cool. It's all pretty cool. Being nice. Very good. I'll talk to you later. Right. Basement. Let's get this done. That's not the basement. What are you doing? It is nice that I don't need to do absolutely every puzzle every time, you know? And yes, I know at this point I could probably do the things with the lightning and whatnot, and I could possibly be in a position to actually finish this, but I just want to focus on one step at a time at the moment because otherwise it gets too stressful. So say I. We'll do it all at once when we got to do it all at once and not sooner. Plus, I mean, if I figure everything out and I get to the last bit of it and it wants to show me another cutscene before I do the actual final attempt, provided it's actually a final attempt, then great. I want to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this rotate and this go. I want to see it open. Let's see it open. Let me see that thing open. Yeah! Exit. This is the shopping mall that Francine and I drowned in, or didn't actually, but may have. The house is going truly non-Euclidean at this point. Great. Gamer. Yeah. Doesn't appear to be anything to see here, so I guess let's keep walking. Sandwiches, Helen's Bakery. Look at the silly chicken. I would love to. Toy surprise. Put a coin in me, and I'll give you a special gift. I don't have a coin? Seemingly, I do not have a coin. How would I obtain a coin? Have I seen a coin in this entire game? I don't think I have, but there's the generator. It's just sitting right there. Great. Mall generator. Turn on the generator in the mall. I guess turning this thing on adds a unit of power to the accumulator. Sure does. Kind of freaky being here in this mall again. Kind of freaky that this mall exists under this rural house in Pennsylvania. Yeah! Isn't it just? Wait, the chicken's on. The chicken's on. Also, there's music in here. Chicken. I want a special gift, but I do not have a coin. I've never seen a coin, though, I don't think. Not even the Purd mystery. I don't think there are even coins in that game, so, like... Okay, the murderer's already out. I think it's kind of hopeless to try and get the lightning rod out by this point. Oh, I didn't even open up this thing. Bink, bink, bonk. Bink. Well, I may as well try, I guess. I've only got 25 minutes to get the lightning rod out. That's not happening. That is not happening. This, and then this, and then this. And I forgot. This actually goes here. And then these need to be switched, and then... I forgot all about the thing that I memorized. The right, right, left, right, right, whatever. I forgot. Totally forgot. Excuse me. Yes, everyone's dying. It's terrible. I'm sorry about it. I really am. Particularly because I'm pretty sure that thing is part of me. So it really is kind of my fault this is all happening. As much my fault as Parker's fault and my fault. Together we have made this thing. I think. I don't know. It certainly opens up its face when it stabs you, huh? Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. No scene, no nothing. Great. Great. Okay. See that thing? It's all blending together. Rotato cluck. Oh, good. View of brain face. It's true. It's true. It was a pretty clear view of brain face. Okay. Well, I think all the pieces are in place. I wish I had a way to get a special prize from the chicken, but I don't know a way to do it. It's like a Demogorgon. It is kind of, yes. Although I have not seen the thing that has the Demogorgon in it. I've just seen the Demogorgon because it was all over the place for a little while there. But I have technically not seen Stranger Things. I hear it's very good. Okay, so I need to activate the power and the pump. And then I need to run upstairs and fix the pump in the bathroom. And then, no, I need to activate the power and the pump in the basement. Then I need to come upstairs and do the pipe puzzle. Then I need to go upstairs to the bathroom and fix the pump in there. Then I need to go to the attic. I need to extend the lightning rod. Then I need to go to the basement. I need to go to the watery passageway, finish the final pump, go to the mall, activate the generator. Then I need to go to the hedge maze, activate that generator, and then I need to make it back to the attic without getting stabbed to death. That's the plan. Are we ready? Is it time to accumulate? I hope so. You need to remove the warp core from the Ash Twin project. That does seem to be where we're at. Yes, that very much seems to be where we're at. Here we go. First, basement. I wish it would do a special fancy theme song for me. But it's probably not going to, huh? It's just going to release the homunculus as early as possible. Switch and activate. Now run. Sure do wish I didn't have tank controls. But I do! But I do! Okay, right. It wasn't right. It was right, left, right, wasn't it? Huh? It was right. Trust yourself. Left, right. Nope. Okay, that's correct. Next one up. Gotta get this thing all the way to the right. Yes, good. Then the top row, we go left, right. There we go. Good. Okay. Now we go to the second floor. First, we stop by the bathroom. Open door. Activate this, like so. Run. Other end into the hallway. I should have an hour before the homunculus shows up. I hope I actually do. Good. To the attic. 8712. I believe it's 8712. I'll check when I get there. 8712. 8712. Where did I put that thing? Where is it? Lightning rod. Lightning rod. 8712. Okay. There we go. Lightning rod is extended. We go to the basement. Water passageway first. Should cut back through here. I want these doors open. Or wait, maybe I should leave them closed. It's too late now, but it might be that it would be useful for escaping the homunculus if I'd left all these doors closed. And I could just go this way instead of whichever way the homunculus was coming. Unless he's already chasing me, in which case I would regret my decisions. So, that's nice. To the basement. Homunculus will be out in 20 minutes. Watery passageway and the miserable hallway beyond it. Now. I've confused the camera. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can't do it, huh? She can't do it. Okay, we're going to try this again. Reset the camera, see if it figures it out this time. There we go. Love it. Love it. Not on a time budget or anything, so it's fine. Certainly. Okay. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch. Activate. Okay. Prepare to enter the mall. I bet there's some secret with that chicken, and I'm really sad I don't know about it. Because everybody's quite aware. Would you just go through the door? Just go through the door. How it works, incidentally, is that if I'm holding the same direction as I was when the camera switched, I can continue the direction I'm already going. But if I change directions, or if I let go of my movement buttons, then it resets based on the new camera angle. So, like right now, I'm still holding upward. But if I were to let go of it, then upward would become upward relative to me rather than relative to where I was going before. Which is why it gets confusing when the camera changes repeatedly. I've been calling it tank controls, but it's not really that, is it? Because I'm not using a controller, which is where the tank controls would really come in. People are getting murdered. I hope I wasn't supposed to get all this power going before the murdering started happening. No, it's impossible, because the lightning rod hasn't even activated yet. 90009. Hello, statue. If you're going to murder me, now is your last chance, I think. Maybe. Unless the homunculus gets me on my way up. There goes the power. And that's all 3. So now I just need to make it to the attic. That was all 3 of my friends getting murdered, so at this point, nothing stands between the homunculus and me. I probably need to juke him in the basement here. If I try and go to the stairwell before he gets down here, I'm probably going to die. Unless... I don't even hear him, which is weird. Hope he didn't go to the attic ahead of me. Yep, he did. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We're going to juke you with tank controls. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be phenomenal. Follow me. Follow me. Okay, now stop following me quite so well. If you please. Oh, boy. It did turn around and it's coming back. But if I can get upstairs and activate this thing, maybe it'll be all right. I don't know what I need to do. Hi, Francine. Emily. Francine. I didn't mean to scare you. Yes, you did, I'm pretty sure. What are you doing up here? The lamp in the study broke again, and I knew you were up here. But you weren't up here before. You weren't. We need to talk before you do something rash, Em. There are other things we can do, other options. Why is the house trying to stop me? I mean, for God's sake, Emily, look at that thing. Do you really think it can solve all your problems? What else are you suggesting, Francine? You're not Francine anyway. What other choice do we have? You think you know how to get us out of this? No, Em, I'm telling you, neither of us do. Maybe there is no way out. Also, that just made the noise that it makes when someone doesn't get to communicate the idea they wanted to. I think I first clocked it when you convinced Cliff to get on your good side. I couldn't believe you had managed to get him out of his sulk. And for a moment there, I had a glimmer of hope that this was progress for the both of us, that maybe you would help me figure out how to get us out of here. But nope, you're still you. The house is manipulating. This is house manipulation. This is house manipulation. But I'm begging you, don't let it come to this. Why trust a weird old man and his weird old machine? Listen, I don't want this fight to end. I want this to stay ugly because it's something. But we need to get out of here, Francine, one way or another. We don't know what it'll do. It could ruin everything, as if everything wasn't already ruined enough. Is this actually Francine? Are you actually Francine? Are you actually trying to convince me not to do this? This could be the end, Emily. Shit, watch out. Yeah, cool. Thank you for distracting me. Oh, hey, there's a face in that. Okay. Francine just took on the homunculus, I think. Shit, watch out. Francine, I'm sorry. Oh, good. Can I hit the switch now? No, I can't hit the switch. Accumulator. Power up and activate the accumulator. This is Pete. This is Pete. This isn't Win. This is Pete. Oh, that's not Pete. That's me. Hello. Hi, Pete. Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Thanks, Pete. You're helpful. You're always so helpful. Go to hell. Pete could be pretentious sometimes, but he didn't talk like the goddamn Great Gazoo. I don't know what that is, but well put. Ness made it sound like you're not really you. And you're gonna trust him? You took the time to turn on his machine. Look how much good that did you. I don't know yet! But the fact that you're here trying to stop me seems like something. You're also not talking like the part of me that you were before. Which, again, I suspect house interference. Seems like it worked out okay. I'm still here. Barely. You can't keep coming back like this forever. Turning on the accumulator almost bled this place dry. I thought the accumulator created this place. Yeah, I did think that. The accumulator couldn't create shit. It's a wooden box attached to one of those static electricity machines from the Science Museum. Okay? At least, it was. The decades of obsession Ness put into it turned it into a ticking time bomb. The raw energy of it almost killed this place, which is what we're going for, right? Right? So if this place dies, what happens to us? Do we get set free, or what? How do you define free? Don't start with me. Truthfully, I don't know. The strength that's keeping you here is giving out, but so is the strength that's keeping here. When that strength is finally gone, I don't know if you're no longer here, or if you go out with the rest of what's here. Right, but like, is it better to stay alive in a looping murder scenario for the rest of eternity, or is it better to just finally stop it? I thought that was the whole point, was we're trying to finally stop it, Pete. Whose side are you on here? If that makes sense. It makes about as much sense as any of the rest of this stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to you again after this. I don't think I'll be able to do anything after this. Since there'll be a quiet moment before the thought of the house intrudes again, do you have anything you'd like to know? You're not the thought of the house, huh? Are you just the part of me that's second-guessing this whole thing? Is that what it is? What is the thing that keeps killing us? Who are you really? I've had enough of this. What is the thing that keeps killing us? Let's start there. It's a symptom, a side effect. So are you. Though you have a little more of a sense of self than the homunculus does. And that's all he's going to tell me. Who are you really? For all intents and purposes, I'm Pete. As always, so helpful. What happens to you now? For real, why are you helping me? What happens to you now? I don't know. That one's a little beyond me. There's a threshold I'm aware of. I can hear it. I can barely hear anything else. I'm really scared. I'm not ready to cross it. But I don't have any choice. Still, it was good while it lasted. It was nice meeting you. Shucks. For real, why are you helping me? Like I said before, why do you think I would want to hurt you? Because you've had me and my friends trapped in a hellish memory with a meat monster that keeps killing us? I didn't create the house. I didn't create you, or the memory, or the meat monster. These things just flow through me. I don't want any of this for you. I don't want anything. If you didn't create the killer, who did? The answer is me. I'm going to call it right now. The answer is me. I don't know. Entropy? What is up with all these evasive answers? I can't believe Nest was more forthcoming than you. Nest just has a way with words, I guess. All right. I feel like I'm starting to fade. I don't have the choice not to bring the house back again. The house, all of you, that night, the gravity of it is too great. Greater than me. Why? I don't know. Seems pretty pointless if you ask me. It's been created and destroyed and recreated before, but this time it's taking longer. I don't know how many more times it can happen again. Take care. We're not done, huh? We're not done, huh? House is coming back. The house is reforming. I'm guessing the homunculus is going to waste no time in forming this night. And we're back inside. And we're back inside. Oh, and we're starting from outside the door even. Hi, Francine. I take it you just had your concussion from last year? I'm going to catch up on chat right here. Because I don't know how long this is going to go on for. So, hello, how are you? And then we'll get the epic final journey music. I wish. You go outside and it's just an anglerfish and it eats you. Crunch. Kenny Loggins begins playing. Highway to the flooded zone. Or the electric zone. Both options are available. Somehow naked volleyball appears. Somehow naked volleyball happens. Tank controls. I know what you mean, though, because I've played games with nearly identical controls. And yeah, camera ho! Final stretch, maybe? Oh, this is tense. How dare he? Oh, wait. The homunculus had. It was wearing a stripy top. I'd been thinking about it, but Francine also has on a stripy top. Did it? I thought it had just like strips of cloth across its chest. I'll have to have another look at it when it shows up inevitably here. Maybe, possibly. Never mind, I was imagining things. Oh, farewell, Pete. You were cryptic and weird until the end. Meat Monster. What a name. Mons Meatster. That's the Star Wars version. Meat House. Okay, so if Francine is the Meat Monster, which I don't think she is because she did fight it last time. Well, either way, this might get interesting because I think she sacrificed herself last time and yet now she's here again. Hey. I'm younger. This is last year. Hey. This is not the same house. I'm about to head out of town, and I didn't want to leave without checking on me. Yeah. Do you want to come in? I think that's a no, but we're doing it anyway. This is going to be bad, isn't it? How's your head? Oh, it's fine. I didn't even end up spending the night in the hospital, I assume. When I got home, I passed out, like, immediately, but I kept waking up. Something about being told you could die in your sleep really gives you fitful dreams, you know? I mean, yeah, that's fair. Anyway, the doctor said I could sleep, so I've been working at it all day. I got my sleeping time tea, should be fine. She just said to avoid caffeine and, like, strenuous mental activity, I guess. Good. Gosh, Francine, I just wanted to say that I'm, hold on. Are you here to apologize? You feel sorry? For what? I don't know. I guess just watching you falling, I couldn't help but think I could have done something about it. About what? A fiberglass hot dog collapsed. I got a concussion. It wasn't the end of the world. I really thought that hot dog could hold our weight. Was it us who climbed on the hot dog? Did it happen after the other two did? I did too. You could have broken your neck. But I didn't. You came with me to the ER. You were there for like 3 hours. People have aneurysms, sometimes hours later. People hit their heads going up the stairs and die after a week with no warning. Emily, you seem really worried about hitting your head walking upstairs. This is not the first time I've heard you talking about this. I remember you having a better handle on this stuff. What's going on? I think I might be experiencing some cognitive decline. What are you talking about? I don't know. I think I'm just in town to see some fucking shooting stars or whatever, a meteor shower, and I'm stuck in this part of the process where my friends and I are like strangers. The ice never breaks. I can't get through to anyone. Then some kind of masked freak shows up and starts killing them. We're stuck in a time loop and keep living the same night over and over again. We find out the house we're trapped in is all made out of meat. If there's any time that I'm going to actually be able to speak about it, this is probably it, huh? Let's just start here. Then some kind of masked freak shows up and starts killing them. Yep. Killing them over and over because we're trapped in a time loop in the stupid old house we rented. It's so absurd that I think it must not be happening. I assume it just has to end somehow, that it was never real in the first place. But no, there is a masked killer, and it's some kind of Groundhog Day thing. And then that isn't even true. And it's some kind of nasty fake reality we're in. I don't know. And I'm like, is there just something fucked up about me? Did I do something to deserve this? Like I created that thing, didn't I? Willed it into being. Or is this just in my head? Am I unconscious in a car at the bottom of a ravine? Did I slip in the fucking shower or something? Emily, you can't... The worst thing about all this is that I don't even know if anything is special about it. Maybe this is just normal disillusionment. Emily, we're trapped in a time loop and there's a knife-wielding monster that keeps killing us. And we're both talking about it all of a sudden. It's actually working. Despite us being a year in the past, it's fine. I know. It sucks. And it's my fault. Your fault. The alternate reality and the murderer. How? I'm obsessed with this shit. The past. I can't let it go. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like the hot dog thing. It was stupid. Yes, blindingly, astoundingly stupid. But something about this night. When I left your apartment, whenever the hell this actually happened, I remember the look you were giving me. Like future uncertain, anything can happen stuff. And I fucked it up, hermited myself away, and I didn't talk to you or anyone. I let it all slip. I lost my best friend over nothing. After the night at the hospital, I told myself I wasn't going to depend on anyone else ever again. I wasn't going to caretake or be taken care of. I went all in on me. And when I saw you again at Nest's house a year later, I realized it was working, I guess. I wasn't angry, didn't feel passionate about not having heard from you. It was just matter of fact. Oh, Francine, you don't have to apologize. I'm not apologizing. I did what was right for me. I decided I wasn't going to give you or my dad or my landlord, who needs to come inside my apartment for a half hour to tell me he's raising my rent, I decided I wasn't going to give anything more time or thought than I could spare. I did everything I could. I started waking up at 6 a.m. every day, meditating for an hour. I upped my therapy to as many times a week as my insurance would allow, but when I lost that insurance, I found free counseling services and did that as much as I could. I put all of my energy, everything I had, into the thought of a future where I felt whole. Since you weren't there to carry me, I decided it was time to self-actualize. I made a full-time job of just trying to be happy. And I'm still not. It wasn't enough to maintain. The yearning's still there. There's a sense that whatever used to make life magical is gone now. You can't remember what it was, so you invent things. It was a video game you loved, the Halloween bucket from Miss McDonald's. Or maybe it's a plan you make, some future time where you imagine you'll feel exactly like you used to. The reality is, things are changing, but nothing is changing faster than you are. The days are shorter now, and you're in pain, and there's somebody with a knife coming for you. Don't hit your head on the stairs. I'm so goddamn sick of living in the past. That sounds pretty healthy. Then why does it hurt so much? Not everything feels good all the time. So, we're not really here, are we? I don't think so. I think the house trip was probably a long time ago. All the flashbacks we've been having are all part of the illusion, too. Wherever we are, we gotta figure out how to get out. I want to just say all these. I'm gonna start at the top. I think so, too. It feels like an old, bad memory. It feels good to be able to talk about it. It does. Shit. Oh, boy. Okay, we're both, why are we bleeding from the heads? Oh my god, are you okay? Nah, it's fine, I'll get a towel. I'm not sure that's how it's, I'm not sure that's gonna, oh. Yep. Where did I get a head trauma from? Ow. Yeah, ow. Guess it's kind of pathetic that we weren't able to let any of this go, huh? Yeah, I wonder when this even actually is. The present, I mean. It's sad if this is happening like a year after the trip to Nest's house. Way sadder if it's like 5 years later. Or if it's been decades and this is hell. Pretty boring hell. We're gonna die in this place, aren't we? Probably. I mean, permanently. For real this time. Probably. No! What now? The accumulator didn't work. It ate up some of the power, but it didn't stop the cycle. The house is back. The homunculus is gonna be mad. I suppose I just have to talk to my friends, see if anybody has any ideas. That's always what's worked in the past if I haven't had anything to work off of. Or else I just need to desperately search around and see if there's anything I can do. But for now, let me catch up on chat. Hello. Hello. I don't think she's Meat Monster. I was just misreading the homunculus's top. The days are shorter now, and you're in pain, and there's someone with a knife coming for you. Oh yeah, normal things. Oof, well. How do we leave house? How do we escape house? Gah. Since Pete won't be around for hints anymore, we've got to be close to house escape. I assume that's true. I assume we're getting close, but I don't know where to go from here. So I guess we're going to just talk to my friends, and we're going to see what happens from there. So here we go. Gary, stop. Gary, stop. Gary. Why am I? Wow, your face is gone. Gary's face is gone. Hi, Gary. Gary's face is gone. Megan's face is gone. Megan's face is gone. I assume Cliff's face is gone as well. Cliff's face is gone. There are flies now. The Parma's got flies on. A nasty muck that looks like it used to be eggplant parm. It's buzzing with flies. Great. Love it. Wonderful. How is time passing in here now all of a sudden, Things are just decaying because the house can't possibly maintain itself under these conditions? Let's go see if... Wow, hey, there was blood on my suitcase. Hey, there's blood on my suitcase. Huh. A bunch of little rectangles labeled with names of rooms throughout the house. Attic, main bedroom, bedroom, study, bathroom, living room, dining room, foyer, kitchen, garage, cellar, waiting room, art studio, flooded room. This is the sequence of lights above the elevator in the basement. I don't know how to use it yet, but that's what this is. I've definitely seen this before. Yeah, you sure have. Upstairs. See if Francine's upstairs. She's probably not. The house will probably not allow that. Francine! Francine! Hey, Emily. So, we're back. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd just, like, wake up in our beds somewhere. Free from this. Same. But, hey, we're not dead. Guess we have to figure out how to get out of here for good. Let's try. By the way, I'm sorry about that business in the attic, the fight over the accumulator. That really was you, huh? That really was her. Francine, you know you don't have to apologize. I mean, Jesus, I didn't know what I was doing. That thing could have killed us. Yeah, well, it didn't. And at the end of the day, what other options did we have? Sure, Pete, whoever Pete is. You were talking to Pete too, right? Yeah, at least it looked like Pete. But I don't know, it's like he's busted or something. He used to be a little more him. Since you showed up, he's gotten fuzzier. Anyway, Pete said that turning on the accumulator at full power almost killed this place, so I'm thinking, why not just do that again? About that, maybe you should go check out the attic. Uh-oh. It's just open. Stare at void. Jesus, what's going on up here? That thing that's been growing in the sky, it's not the moon, it's some kind of hole. So much for turning on the accumulator again. What are we gonna do? Luggage code, I assume. Luggage code, I assume. Great. We got void. I guess let's go talk to Francine. Oh, hey, the murderer's out. 7:30, as I kind of suspected. Francine, before we all die. You saw the attic? Yep. What the hell is going on up there? I think that the full moon that's been above us this whole time is actually some kind of void. And it's getting bigger as this place dies. Crap. What are we going to do? So what do we do now? Do you think this has something to do with the lights above the elevator? I'm going to go try and figure this out. Since I'm guessing I can ask both, let's start with, so what are we going to do? What do we do now? The accumulator may have been bullshit in the end, but it was something. Without it, I don't know what we should do next. Well, there is one more thing I can think of. An idea I got from Nest. From Nest? So you were talking to him too, huh? For a while, yeah. It wasn't always Pete in between loops. Nest really loves to hear himself talk. He does. Once I started to realize he wasn't a mad scientist and he was just a struggling artist, I kind of softened on him. Then once I figured out he wasn't actually a struggling artist, he was like a rich, pretentious fraud, I really don't know how to feel. Eventually I figured out he was full of hot air and started saying so. He didn't take that too well. Then he stopped showing up to the house. So he started bugging me instead. Yeah, he's pretty obnoxious. I kind of feel bad for him. He did start bugging me instead. Guess he figured I was more impressionable. I'm not sure how to feel about that. You always were a people pleaser. Anyway, that thing, the creature, the killer. Wait, what do we call that thing? The homunculus? The killer? I don't know, Zippy? I'm going Zippy. I guess that works for now. Let's maybe circle back on something else later, okay? Anyway, Zippy starts every loop in this creepy old elevator. You've seen that, right? Yeah, it brings Zippy up to that crawl space next to the bedroom on the second floor. But it's impossible to get inside up there. Right, and it passes through the little waiting room next to the cellar at some point during every loop. Does it? I didn't know that. Yeah, And where the hell does it start? Just like someplace far beneath the house? Why would the killer be on that elevator in the first place? Ness told me about it once. Well, he didn't actually know either, but he said that he figured out how to get inside. He said it had something to do with the waiting room, some hidden sequence there. He said he got it open himself once, but that he was too afraid to he was too afraid to go inside. He thought it could end this whole thing, that it could solve the mystery of the loop if not escape it outright, but he said he was too much of a coward to do it himself. At least he was being honest, I guess. Yep. Either way, it seemed important. Like Zippy was coming from there for a reason. So we need to ride down that elevator ourselves? Guess so. Okay, well, I guess we'd better figure it out ourselves. So there's a giant void in the sky that's slowly eating this place. Sure is nice how it doesn't take any time at all to talk to Francine. Yes, and when you put it that way, it does seem really bad. I don't know why I'm trying to put on a brave face. It's really horrifying. I keep trying to be brave about it, too. Kind of hard to be lighthearted in a situation like this, though. Pete made it sound like this place, the version of the house that we're in, even the places from the past that we've seen lately, they're all part of some greater being. A living being? One that's dying? Yeah. And as it dies, the hole in the sky is going to get bigger and bigger until there's nothing left. Francine, this is so fucked up. I hate it. Have you seen the other kids? And their void faces, like the guy standing behind me right now. Oh, God, yeah. With the hole in their faces. I hate it. One night, all of a sudden, they were just gone. Here, but checked out. I saw the same thing happen to Laura once. I did. Christ, I hope they're okay wherever they are. I really hate looking at them. I did see the same thing happen to Laura once. We were talking, and I think I pushed her too far, and then, poof, she was gone. You're lucky you get here. You're lucky you get here late. I'm here alone with them for like a whole day. Oh, man. I keep forgetting you get here before me. That sounds horrible. For a while, it was kind of nice. It was good seeing them at their high point. Over time, the longer we were stuck in this place, a pall kind of fell over the whole thing. I hated seeing them get down on themselves. Now it's kind of peaceful, if in a creepy and unsettling kind of way. They're quiet. They're like this the whole time before I show up. Yeah. For me, the loop starts on Friday night as soon as I step in the door. The other kids are here, too, unpacking their things. Now they just stare at each other, going through the motions like they're chatting and having a good time. But they're not. Jesus. It sounds like it was worse for Nest. One time he told me he was alone in the loop for what felt like years waiting for us to show up. No wonder he seemed so exhausted. I hope he's okay now. So do I guess. So, do you think this has something to do with the lights above the elevator? Oh, right. Those lights must be important. Oh, I guess this must have something to do with the clue in my suitcase. Cool, and I guess we can't discuss it any further. I'm going to go try and figure this out. Try not to get murdered. Let me know what you find. If you're alive, I will. Great. So, how are you? Gary become accumulator. Megan become accumulator. Blood all over things. Lights on or off? Can you turn the lights on in every room? Oh, that's a thought. That's a thought. If there were light switches and they didn't serve any purpose, that's a thought. I was thinking it might have been like there would be some number hidden in each room, but there wouldn't be any place to input the numbers. But if it is just a matter of working the light switches, that's a thought that you've got there. Huh. My Francine returned from the geometric shape. So Francine is also doing puzzles, apparently. Was that the same Minesweeper pattern? It was similar, yes. Void. What's up, lads? We got Void. Zippy the homunculus. Hoo boy. Great. Well, okay. So, I think you may have stumbled across what I needed to figure out there, Felix. Let's see here. Where is the note in my... There it is. So we need the light on in the attic. Main bedroom, study, bathroom. Living room, dining room. Okay. But in order to get to the attic, I need to get back past Zippy. So, well, let's go see what Zippy looks like, huh? Sounds like Zippy went to the attic. Wait, someone just got killed. Zippy's behind me, huh? Great. Yeah, Zippy's behind me. And I think people just died. Attic. Lights. On. Look at that. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, Zippy's downstairs killing people on the first floor now. So, but that, I assume that means that Francine is in fact dead. I hope I don't need to try and solve this sort of thing and finish the loop before Francine dies. Because I don't know how I would possibly do that. Okay, main bedroom and study and bathroom. Main bedroom, I assume, is the one that I'm standing next to. And standard bedroom, either way, both bedrooms need to have the lights off. So it doesn't matter which one's which. I just need to get the lights off. Switch off. Other bedroom is over here. Lights off. Okay. The study needs lights on, right? The study needs lights on, so does the bathroom. The lights are on, and in fact, Francine is dead. Can I talk to her while she's dead? It's Francine, she's dead. Okay. I cannot. It's Gary. Sort of. He's dead also. Bathroom. Lights are already on. Okay. Living room, dining room, foyer, kitchen, garage, cellar, waiting room, art studio, flooded room. I suppose these are just the rooms that have light switches, so like... Living room, dining room on, foyer, kitchen off, garage on. Okay. But the homunculus is going to be here soon, yeah? The Zippy's going to be showing up sooner or later here. This is what, the foyer? Would this be the foyer? This is the foyer. Lights need to be off in the foyer. Kitchen. Kitchen, lights off. Oh, it's on me. I think. Never mind. This is the living room. The lights need to be on. They were on. Where's the dining room? Is this the dining room? Is this the living room? There's a kitchen and there's a dining room, and they're separate. But the kitchen is linked to the dining room, isn't it? Dining room on. This is the kitchen, huh? Kitchen off. Where's the switch for the kitchen, then? Yes, I know Cliff's dead. Thank you, game. This must be the kitchen. There must be a way that I can double-check my work, huh? I think this has got to be the living room. I mean, the kitchen, rather. So where's the dining room? Perhaps if I go down to that elevator room, the lights will reflect what I've done here? I don't know where Zippy went. Sounds like down here. Maybe not? The doors are closed. I do have to actually open up the way to every place that isn't the attic. Wait, this one's open. Okay. Alright, hang on. Okay. Oh, hey, there you are. You look the same. I'm surprised you didn't change, Zippy. I was genuinely expecting some kind of an evolution here. Man, my eye gets really freaky while I'm running away from this guy. I just wanted to check the lights above the elevator, you know? That's all I wanted. Yeah, I know. Are you coming? Are you not coming? Oh, there you are. The garage. I didn't fix the lights in the garage. Okay. Elevator. Okay, okay, okay. Hang on. Hang on. So I've got the attic correct and the second floor correct. Light, light, dark, dark, light. Light, light, dark, dark, dark. Okay, so at the moment the garage light is out, but the rest of them are correct. Cellar lights need to be out, as the waiting room does as well. And the art studio needs to have its lights on. And the flooded room needs to be lit. Dark, dark, light, light, and we are at light, light, dark, light. Okay, so the flooded room already has its lights on. That's fine. But the waiting room, and basically all the other lights need to be toggled. Okay, so look for switches. Here's one. Look at that. So that was what? That was the waiting room? That was the waiting room. The cellar and the art studio. Where's the art studio? Is that the room with the hedge maze? Or is that this room? Maybe. Yes, it should be, actually, because there's that art table over here. How about it? Okay. Light, dark, light, light. And I also need to get the garage out, turned on. So, cellar light out, garage light on, and then theoretically, we should be ready. But then again, it occurs to me, I've been counting on it. I said the thing about maybe needing to do this before Francine dies, but I'm pretty sure that's impossible, one. And I'm pretty sure also that she has time to work on this stuff on her own before I get here, maybe? She seems to be operating within her own loop, you know? Plus, if she had agency in my loop, she would probably flee from Zippy. And she doesn't. So, there's that too. Okay. Let's go to the garage first. Wonder where he is. Garage lights on. To the cellar. Cellar lights off. That should be it, right? That should be it, I think. Okay. Push button. Ding. Ding! There's nothing inside. Oh, it's coming. Right, because of course I had to call it from the upstairs where Zippy used it. Enter elevator. Okay, okay, inspect panel. 2B2. I guess B2? I guess B2? I'm gonna catch up on chat before I do this. This feels important. I hope my idea was right. To me, it looks like the specific colors were how it illustrated lights being on and off. I agree. And it did cross my mind that it might represent light, but I didn't make the connection with the light switches. So, yeah, you were absolutely right. That is so cool. Good figuring, Felix. Indeed. Well done. Okay. Okay. Do I have a reason to go to the second floor? Probably not. Aside from that I can do it. And this is the only time I can do it. No point. It won't even let me do it. Elevator. Descend in the birdcage elevator. Oh, hey. Is that my apartment? Is this my apartment? Examine desk. Notes to myself. That's the opossum that I illustrated. This is my bedroom. Good. Examine package. A package from Francine. She sent it like the week after I moved. I keep meaning to open it. Let's open it now. I can't. I can't. I guess let's go in the hallway. Oh, it's dark in here and I don't have a flashlight anymore. Examine door. This is Laura's room. I can't interact with it. Um. Out of curiosity, is my memory log still? Yeah, it still is doing the thing it always. What was that? I thought I just heard something. I'm gonna go around this way. That's Purd. That's Purd mystery. What's that doing here? Everything's blending together. Nothing makes sense, and everything's blending together. Open door. It really wants me to. It really wants me to open that door. Hi. Hi. Okay, I guess let's open the door. My backwards hand. Hey, I'm here in my room. The loop has changed. The loop has evolved. Cleaning this area up was a lot of work. It was like pulling teeth, but it felt like a good first step. Like the rest would follow. I've had that feeling before. It's not always that easy, but it's a good start, right? Feels like it anyway. That's sure blinking a lot. Package is still here. It's an unopened package from Francine. I let it sit for months. I guess I can't change the past in this particular sense. Can't interact with the lamp. Hallway. Lights in the bathroom. There's water in this tub. There's nothing I can do about the water in the tub. Laura? This is Laura's room. Am I starting to forget? It took me a long time to finally take this sign down. She moved out. Examine sticky notes. Sticky notes. They're all from me. This is the OCD manifesting, huh? Some of these are really passive-aggressive. Would that be why Laura's not here anymore? In retrospect, these seem kind of excessive. There's water in the sink. Examine boxes. I understood why Laura moved out, but it still felt really bad. Apparently Purd mystery was Laura's. Well, that's not good. Examine meat. Examine meat. Exposed muscle. Breathing slowly. Is this place alive? Made out of meat? I can barely stand to think about it. Door. Figured. Hey, look, everything's made out of meat now. Examine scissors. Half a pair of scissors. There's some blood on the blade, like somebody cut themselves breaking them apart. Read crumpled letter. Francis, I'm so glad that... Read letter. M. I just unloaded all of my boxes of books. I gotta give you some of these because this awful reading habit of mine makes moving miserable. It's crazy that I can be doing work and know that within 5 miles you're puttering around doing your thing. Congrats on the real actual book you illustrated, by the way. I know that was always a dream of yours. So proud of you. Look at us, 2 adults with jobs and apartments in the same city. Come check out my dinky little apartment. I want to see your dinky little apartment. I want to see Laura again. Let's go to the museum or the movies or get drunk and play pinball. Love, Francine. Technically less than 3F. And this was my response. Barely started it, crumpled it up, couldn't get any further. It might be a bit late to say this, but do remember that this game has a warning out front for mental issues, anxiety, OCD, and depression. So, take care of yourselves. Mail pile. A growing pile of mail. What a mess. All right. Hallway. I can't go into the main part of the room anymore. Examine clutter. Jesus, I really let this place fall apart. You barricaded yourself away from the rest of the apartment. That's not really the same as letting this place fall apart, but okay. Bathroom. There's a hole through the wall now. Examine sticky notes. Which sticky notes? They're on the other side of this wall. Okay. Well, the tub's empty now. Laura's room? Oh, it's just an empty cavern at this point. I just let it sit empty. Right. Guess we'll just exit the bathroom through the meat wall then. Just checking that, yeah, memory log's still here. Okay, just checking. Sticky notes. Some of these are in a handwriting I don't recognize. In fact, they're not even words. Sticky notes everywhere. Some of these are my handwriting. A lot of them are just a scrawled, scribbly mess. Sticky notes. Yep. Examine meat. It's turning gray. Dying. This place is on its last legs. I guess you're right. Door. Examine scratches. Scratches. Question mark. Was that thing trapped down here? Do you mean Zippy? Zippy doesn't scratch things. Zippy stabs things. What are you talking about? Examine trash. A bunch of torn up sheets and bandages and paper all torn up and mixed together. Was Zippy living here? It's kind of pathetic. That's Zippy's mask. So Zippy's me, huh? That thing, Zippy, just kept banging at the walls, trying to get out. Open door. Which door? Oh, I can actually open this door? No, I can't. Okay, just checking. This door's closed. Wait, that was Zippy in the closet just now. Hi, Zippy. What the heck? Where'd this come from? Oh, that's the scissors. That's the half scissors. Is this the big reveal? Your face is my face? I have released Zippy into the wilds. Emily! Sorry about the mess. I don't think it's this bad in real life. Where'd Zippy go? It has to be looking for us, right? Not anymore. It saw the door was open and made a break for it. I don't think it liked being in here either. Things are going wild up above. You should see it. Up above. We can't go back up there. You'd rather take your chances out there? Wow, there's the void. Yeah, good point. We did go back up. Oh, there was a double attic, huh? It's not a wild classical haunted house anymore. It's just a house with sticky notes everywhere. Just a normal house with a normal attic. Yeah, after you went down the elevator, I kinda lived and died a few more times and... Geez, really? Yeah, don't worry about it. But every time I came back, it seemed like the house was changing. It got a little smaller, less colorful, a little sadder, more like I actually remembered it. Let's take a look around, I guess. Knock yourself out. Gonna catch up on chat real quick. Just real quick. We are homunculus confirmed. This is getting surreal. Examine meat. Normal and everyday prompt. Oh hey, there are scissors in the title screen. Love a meat wall. Gray meat. Scratches. Always good. That thing. It's you. Emily. Zippy is you. Zippy stabs things when Zippy has another half of scissors. Told you scissors. You were right. You were right. You were right. The accumulator is genuinely just a box. Dr. Francine. So I guess when we're ready, we just flip the switch on the accumulator? Wait, the accumulator? That box over there? Yep. Here it's just a totally normal, creepy old pseudoscience box. Wow. Might as well give it a try. What happened to the others after I left? What happened to this place? I'm gonna look around some more. I'm ready to go. The other kids, they all disappeared. Not long after you went into the elevator, they were just... gone. And then the elevator came back up and Zippy got in and went after you. That's when the house started to change. What happened to this place? I have no idea. I mean, I guess I have some idea. You saw it. It was falling apart. It feels like it shed the layers we had put on it, like it turned back into Nest's house as it actually was, without all the emotional burden we had put on it. Exactly. I guess. By the way, what was the deal with those fleshy little creatures? The little jiggly things in Nest's house? I guess there were a few of those around. I never really, aside from the one that got hit by a car in that one flashback, I never really got a good look at them. God, I wish I knew. They really creeped me out. I thought they were kind of cute. Wish I knew. They sort of remind me of Zippy. Bipedal flesh lumps, kind of going through the motions of human behavior. But, like, baby. Almost like Zippy had more reference material to pull from. There was this time where one had gotten injured and was dragging itself towards me, whimpering and stuff. It started nuzzling against my leg, like it wanted me to pet it. So I did, until it died. I think that might have messed me up more than some of the times I've watched you guys die. Ugh, what did its skin feel like? Like wet velvet. That's an answer. Who would have guessed this whole place was made out of meat? Definitely not me. Do you think this place has been making us out of the same stuff? Yes, I do. Don't. No, I refuse to entertain this possibility. What do you think happened to Nest? In my heart of hearts, I think I'm kind of charmed by him in spite of everything. I want to hope he got older and wiser somehow. Right? I hope he got back in touch with Clara at some point. Yeah, even if that's a little more mature than I would expect Nest to be. Even if he only had a little time left, I hope that after all this, he figured out how to stop being a shut-in. I hope that after all this, I figured out how to stop being a shut-in. You're never too old to have not figured any fucking thing out, I guess. I always thought you had it more figured out than me. Well, I'm glad the elaborate ruse of my entire personality worked. What do you think happened to the other kids after they disappeared? I guess the same thing that's gonna happen to us? Yikes. Did we ever end up working our shit out? I don't know. Maybe? I like the thought of it. Me too. I miss you. I missed you too, dummy. Did you ever hash things out with Laura? I don't remember. I hope she found a better roommate at least. Do you remember anything that happened after this? I don't. I don't even know what year it is. I'm looking around some more. Go for it. Read letter. Parker. I'm watching the sun set over the lake as I write this. The garden I told you about has finally begun to pay off. The zucchinis are just beginning to flower. My tomato plants are bearing big, misshapen fruit. My basil is coming a bit wimpy this year, but it does just fine for a light caprese salad on a night like this. I think back on the dinky little garden I tried so hard to cultivate in your side yard that summer, where everything I planted was choked out by that single rogue watermelon vine, and how we checked on that wayward little watermelon every day, joked about the seed-spitting contest we'd have when it was grown, and of course those rat bastard squirrels beat us to the punch. When we found that hollowed-out rind, you were crying, laughing, and I was just plain crying. Such a silly thing. Speaking of silly things, have you heard from any of the old gang lately? You'll never believe it, but I find myself getting lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure you understand the feeling. It is a joy to live alone, yes, but I find myself missing the sounds of poorly picked guitar in the early morning, the inexplicable clunks in the bowels of the house, the smell of the damp cellar mixed with clove cigarettes, the art projects, the experiments, oh, the conversations we all had just sitting on the steps outside, arguing about nothing. Kids sometimes come down to the shore off my property and smoke grass. The smell drifts up here and drives me crazy with nostalgia. They believe they're being sly, and I'm happy to let them think so, just so long as I can enjoy their distant laughter and fun. It makes me miss you, and that house, and those people, very much. I wonder if we could corral all the old folks back together for some sort of reunion, an exchange of ideas, as we would have called it then. It would be lovely to see some familiar faces again and do, well, whatever it is we aging punks do with ourselves now that we're no longer cool or relevant. Not that we ever really were, anyway. So enough of my navel-gazing. Are you well? What are you working on? Tinkering with? Is that cat still hanging around your back door? Do you have any books to recommend? Please drop me a line whenever you find the chance. I do so love to pick that strange brain of yours. Warmly, C. Clara. She at least was still trying to contact him. Is there only the one letter? There's not a crumpled one nearby, is there? Just mirror his existence entirely. Examine drawings. Clara, I found these while cleaning, and since I'll be around the post office today, I wanted to take a moment to send them to you. They're from another time, but somehow I still think of these feeble lines in the hands that drew them. Parker. He did contact her. Inspect. Guess this is one of the older Grubsoft games Megan told me about. Scary bird story? It seems silly. Though I guess the blood coming out of the birdhouse is kind of fucked up. Kawaii Bado no Monogatari. Except this has a typo. This is kawaii, which is not a word. But that's okay. They tried. I hope Megan is okay. Christmas tree. Nothing I can do with it, though. Is there any point in, like, going downstairs? I can't, actually. I can examine the accumulator. Talk to Francine. Francine, Emily. There's a letter over there from Clara. There's a letter over there from Clara. The tone is like she's a little older and wiser herself. Sounds like Nest got back in touch with her at some point, and she's not replying like he's a preening obnoxious jerk, so I guess he did something right. That's pretty heartening. Clara seemed genuinely interesting and sweet. I feel weirdly attached to this idea of her. Which might just be Nest's idea of her. Look around. Examine accumulator. A wooden box with a switch and a light bulb. This is the accumulator, I guess. From before Nest's obsession made it a messed up mad science machine. I guess that's all there is to see here. Emily. That is not your friend's name. Unless this is a purposeful mistake, in which case, guess we'll see. Francis. M. Wait, was that a nickname that you had for her? Did you call her Francis as a nickname? I don't know. Either way, I guess I'm ready to go. I am too. Please, let's get together soon, okay? I'm really gonna miss you, Francine. I'm so goddamn glad to be out of here. This seems almost trite. Let's get together soon. That's a thing you say, but it doesn't always happen. In fact, it frequently doesn't. This, I'm sure we both are, but I don't know if it needs to be said at this point. In case we never get a chance to meet again. I'm really gonna miss you, Francine. It was good seeing you, apparently. No, it wasn't. Escape the house, Redux. Escape the house for the last time. I'm alive. Hopefully that's the sun. And I'm not still trapped somehow. Probably shouldn't stare at the sun that long. Probably shouldn't stare at the sun that long. Homebody. I hope it's the sun. I hope that's the sun. It's seeming less and less like the sun as we go along. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say I think it was the sun. Because if that didn't get us out of there, then what was going to? Exactly. That was really well done. It's really easy to try and approach this kind of issue in a way that flubs it one way or another. But I feel like they did a really solid job. Well, the credits are over. I was expecting I'd have more time to process. Is there a post-credits thing, or is it just going to stare at the night sky? Or, okay, oh, we're going back to the main menu. We're going back to the main menu. Okay. Yeah, we're back. Everything looks like it did before. Cool. Well, hi. I like having the credits as a period of time to think back on it and process, but oh man. I feel like the scene in the apartment there got conjuncted somehow. Like on that last cycle, somehow like it jumped into fashion that I didn't expect, and then there was the cutscene with Zippy exiting the apartment. But it felt like there should have been more there, you know? Some kind of interaction with Zippy before that happened. Because before the cutscene, like, I didn't even know that Zippy was in the closet there, you know? Like, I felt like there was something missing there. But outside of that, I felt like that was all very well done. Obviously, I am curious what, became of all the other people who were involved in this. And it took me a long time to figure out that the only other person who was actually in there was Francine. I don't think I understood that until today, honestly. Even though we had all those interactions where I was able to actually talk to her about Parker and whatnot, I didn't actually make the connection that she was the only other one who was really there. I got the impression that maybe we were going to be... She was only going to be one of the most important people to talk to, but everybody had little things you were supposed to talk to them about, you know? For getting hints in puzzles if you got stuck. And I appreciated that they put that in there, too, because when I first got thrown into the scenario, after I talked to them initially, there was a heavy inclination to not talk to them again, because there were puzzles to solve and a murderer out to get us, but it was still important to stay in touch with them, to try to figure things out, try to smooth things over. And the fact that you could actually make some progress despite the fact that they weren't, actually there. I don't know. I still don't fully understand what caused the phenomenon in the first place. It seemed to be related to Parker's obsession, of course, but I guess it seemed to be some way that it interacted with the accumulator in changing their reality after the initial visit to the house, but I guess you're not supposed to really get an explanation there, yeah? There's some mystical bullshit going on, so like... You just kind of have to take it for what it is. And hope that they're actually out of it. And hope that the fact that Emily stepped out of her apartment is a good sign. I do want to know what happens next, but I don't get to know what happens next, so that's going to have to do. Let me catch up on chat. Poor flesh lumps. Meat. A melancholy farewell. Man, I hope we get some kind of answer as to what caused this. Not really. Void 2, this time the sun. Now you must escape the outside. You walk out of the house and it's Elden Ring. That way more feels than I expected. Yes, me too. Like, I knew that it was going to get emotionally challenging because of the issues they were attempting to deal with this. But it actually got me to, like, choke up towards the end there, which I wasn't fully expecting. For real, agreed. Yeah, it did feel a little bit like that, but IGZP was never really the point because all along it was the house. I mean, true. That is true. As the house as a metaphor, and the house as a metaphor for trapping yourself in your own obsessions and paranoia, maybe? Yeah, seemingly. And that's just something that Emily had in common with Parker, which is kind of where this seemed to spiral. And maybe Francine as well. I didn't understand as much what was going on with Francine. I mean, of course, she explained something of it, how she was, obsessed with focusing on getting herself happy on her own without any outside influence, and it wasn't really working. So maybe it was just all three of us had the same general approach to things, which in the presence of the accumulator led to this. Given that Zippy lived in my room, I assumed that Zippy was a manifestation of me, but yeah, I don't know. And how other people get dragged into that, but also mythical bullshit. Yes. Also that. Yeah. And it did feel good that they allowed, despite the scenario, it did feel good that you were allowed to make some progress on your relationships with the other people in the house, even if they weren't actually there, and even if they did eventually get replaced with voids. It did mean that once they changed into the voids, number one, it felt all the more despairing. But then it definitely felt really important that Francine was still there, you know? I mean, obviously, when she reappeared at that point, it was like, oh boy, all right, we're not doomed. But even though technically speaking, I may have been able to figure that out without her input, but still. It was well done, is what I'm saying. Like they were messing with a lot of fraught relationships and mental issues that it's easy to deal with in a fashion that is ham-fisted and overly simplified, because you only have so much you can do to interact with them in the context of a game like this, where that's not like, yeah, you can make as much of the focus as you want in terms of the character interactions, but this is also a survival horror puzzle game that you have to run away from a person with scissors trying to stab you to death. Like, I thought it was well handled overall. The scenes felt believable. And even though there was friction between these people, and some of them were just difficult to get along with in one way or another, you did still feel like they actually cared about each other in the fashion that allowed them to hurt each other. You know what I mean? It wasn't just that at the end of the day they get along. It was that they cared enough where they were vulnerable. Yeah, I'm glad I played this. It wasn't the scariest horror game in the world, but that's not the point. It's not supposed to be scary in that sense. Sure, you're being chased by a killer, but the killer becomes repetitive eventually. It's the issues behind it are the important thing here. And yeah, I'm glad I played it. Glad I got to get back to it, so yeah. Agreed, the voids were a great touch. I loved when she was a shape also. Where did you go, Francine? Yes, the dialogue felt very well written and natural. Agreed. I applaud this game for realistic conversations. It's hard to pull off. It really, really is. Particularly, yes, no, I agreed entirely. Agreed entirely. It was good. It was good. And actually, honestly, like, I could see the appeal of playing through it again to choose other conversation options, because there were a lot of options that, of course, you didn't get to choose because it's a conversation, you know? It's not... There were a lot of situations where there were 3 options and I chose one, and the other 2 never came up again, because it doesn't, in the long run, matter which one you choose, but the conversation still felt organic, so I could see the interest in going back in and doing it again. I'm not going to right now, but I could see the appeal of it for sure. In any case, yeah, this was Homebody. I had heard it was good, so I'm not surprised that it was good, but I'm surprised it was as emotionally impactful as it was, and I'm pleased to have been able to play it and to have been able to show it to you all. So thank you for joining me for this. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap up for tonight, but right, I was supposed to check my schedule before I actually streamed, wasn't I? I maybe didn't do that, but let me think here. This Saturday is the 23rd. I don't have any plans for the 23rd, so yes, I will stream on the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd at 6 p.m. Central, as is my wont. We'll just be doing it on Saturday instead of Sunday. I haven't yet decided exactly what we're going to do. My inclination would be to just do some Dead Cells as something to do for fun and hang out. But if you have another idea that would be particularly compelling to you, I am open to suggestions. It just seems like that would be a good way to go, given that, you know, a lot of people are going to be busy. Got the holidays coming right up, so just figure I'll stream some stuff, and if people feel like hanging out, then great. And if not, well, hopefully I'll see you around soon again. We will be starting Subnautica. Probably we'll start Subnautica, the first stream that happens after the New Year's. It's just a question if I want to start it on a Wednesday or if I want to start it on the next Sunday stream. Because usually I try and start big series on the weekend stream, but I don't know if there's actually a reason for that, aside from that the Wednesday streams used to be optional at one point, back before I made them not optional. And now I stream 8 hours a week, which is great. I love doing it, and I would love to do more, but also, yeah, well, time management is hard. This is still an hour stream. Are you ending early? Yes, I believe I am. I don't think I'm going to start another game at this point because it would feel jarring after that, and I'm not going to go back in and just like throw myself back into the loop because there's no way we'd finish it out, even though I know what I'm doing now. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for streaming. It's great fun. Glad to hear it, and thank you for making it. And yeah, so I guess we'll leave it at that. So yeah, I'll get the stream scheduled and planned out as soon as I can. It'll be easier once I'll take care of it, if not tomorrow, on Friday. I'll get something put somewhere, if it's on the Discord or on the community page or what. But we'll get it planned out. We'll get something going on Saturday. It'll be a good time. I hope you can make it. But if I do not see you, then I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day or night or whatever is going on. And if you are the type that has a holiday coming up, then please enjoy your holidays as well. And if nothing else, I hope your New Year's is pleasant. And I hope you've had a decent year of it. And hoping for the best for your next one. So, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Good night.